And in Essex, a delayed kick-off for Scunthorpe United at Bishop Stortford, so a little bit of time to kill for Ollie Turner.
Yeah, maybe the assistant referee should have flown into Stansted instead and then driven here from there. Scunthorpe United here at Bishop Stortford, kick-off, as you say, delayed until 3:15. The Blues, Bishop Stortford, bottom of the division, 23-point drift of safety. Lost their last 12 league games, not won here since November in the league. They're the lowest goal scorers in the division, and they conceded the most as well. A win is expected, a response is most definitely expected from Tuesday's 4-0 defeat at Darlington. 3 changes for the Iron, Coogan, Clunan and Pugh come in for Boyce, McAlinden and Scales. Commentary on Preview Channel 719 and online via the BBC Sport website and app.
BBC Radio Humberside Sport.
So a slight delay for Scunthorpe United, so initially Hull City commentary on Freeview Channel 721. After the BBC Sport website and app, that will go quiet for a few minutes, but there will be Scunthorpe United commentary when the game kicks off at 3:50. Time to go our separate ways. Scunthorpe United to come. John Ponder and Martin Gritton are watching Grimsby Town at Sutton United on digital radio. And Hull City are taking on the leaders Leicester City of the Championship with Swanee and Mike White on 95.9 FM and Freeview. Initially, make the choice of listening now.
Thanks, James. Around about 10 minutes ago, I was thinking not necessarily a delay in kick-off, but I think there was a delay in some fans getting into the ground. Within that last 9 or so minutes, they've managed to surge in, and there's still a few late stragglers, but we're getting close to that, what was expected to be near a sellout crowd here at the MKM Stadium. To be expected, as the league leaders Leicester City are in town, a side that City went there and beat earlier in the season in what was a tremendous Saturday afternoon, Swanee, down at the King Power Stadium. Cracking atmosphere that day as well. My ears were ringing at the end of it, but what a performance from the Tigers that day. It's going to need something similar this afternoon, isn't it, to get any kind of result, hopefully a very positive one against this Leicester City side.
Yeah, very well managed by Liam's team, obviously very defensive. He had to stay vigilant, stay tight, stay compact. Very professional performance. So, like you said, will it be the same? I don't think so. I think they've got to have a go at Leicester. They can't just sit back because that's a percentage. The ball that Leicester on that day is incredible. So I think that's the way we like to play. So going through what we've got to do, I think it's what we've normally been doing. Let's say get on the ball, try and make the best of the possession we got. But let's say in that final third, we've just got to start making it pay. It's as simple as.
A couple of changes, Slater and Zarorian for Tufan and Morton as well. The Tufan one's probably an interesting one because we know he can change a game, can't he?
Yeah, but I think we've gone for legs with Slater in there. I like Zarori. I think it's just been a rest for Zarori just to charge his batteries to go again. He's a quality player. I said there's a lot more to come from him. But yeah, I think definitely. Even since Surrey's come back, he's not been, let's say, struggling to get through games since he's come back from the African nations.
Yeah.
But like, he's been managed, but he's fine in there. So him and Slater will have the. Surely he'll sit Slater will be the one who'll like, try and go and link up in front of him with like Sarori and Herman and Flagine. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The worry I had when I come into the Southampton game was the consistency of the teams at the top. That's why they're there and that's why they get promoted. But I said, we had to be at it for that game, and I didn't fancy us going to Southampton. I don't think many people did. And then they turned on probably the best at half of football I've seen, not just from a whole team in the Championship this year, but most teams that I've seen. I've never seen a performance in that first half. Can we do that again? We haven't done it again since, but for us to get a result today, we need to do that again today.
First win in 4 on Tuesday for Leicester after losing the previous 3. Prior to that, they'd won 4 in the league. They were unbeaten in 5, a draw with Ipswich. Ipswich have lost today against Cardiff City again. We say it so much it sounds like a cliche. It's the Championship, Swanee. How mad a division is this?
It's great, and it's probably the best league in the world. It's competitiveness. It's teams that drop down, you expect them to bounce straight back up, but now look at the teams up there where Leicester are flying. Now there's only a touching distance of Leeds and Ipswich trying to get on their tails. We always said like the top 4 are out of our That's the 2 they were playing for is still there to be had. That's in 1 and 6 with how many games left? 11 games left?
Yeah,
Great position to be in. Absolutely fantastic position to be in.
10 games left.
10 games.
Yeah, this is the 10th of those. As Jamie Vardy at 36 years of age, still going, still leading the scoring for Leicester City as well, gets it underway. Leicester attacking the south stand in this first half. Left to right as we look at it, there's an awkward bounce there. That one skipped away from Hermansen, the keeper. And a good atmosphere to get it started. The fans in fine voice with the singing. Let's hope they stay behind the side. There was good atmosphere in that second half as City tried to rally their team to a victory and saw them concede late on to Jukovic's header. Scene we've had before at the MKM Stadium and looked for a different outcome and a different feeling walking away from the ground come 5 o'clock tonight as Allsop drives one downfield. He's in that bright highlighter pen pink kit, shirt, shorts and socks again this afternoon. City in their traditional black and amber, Leicester in their familiar royal blue, shirt, shorts and socks, and the ball is worked away to that left-hand side. It's played towards Vardy. The ball sticks nicely to him. He did well actually as Jones was right on his shoulder and then Irma comes in to take it away about 10 yards inside the City half. It's away to that right side to Pillagine and then Coyle will just shift it back to Allsop. Talk to Louis Coyle, we heard from him in the build-up. Always enjoyed talking to him. He's feeling positive about this. He knows they need to find a response, and we're seeing response. They didn't lose on Tuesday, and actually they were a point better off over Norwich than they were at the start of the week because Norwich lost, but just a real frustrating feeling coming out as Allsop sends one right down the middle for Zarori. Swanee says offside. It didn't come anyway because it's cleared away by Hermansen in that lime green keeper kit, and then City winning back with Pillagine inside the Leicester half. Cavalli all the way to the right side to Coyle, slips it inside to Selly, just a simple tap off to Greaves. He's got Giles in support with Newsroom on this near left side. Zarori in support, goes back behind again to Greaves. Nice atmosphere to start with in this opening couple of minutes here at the MKM Stadium. And the ball is rolled back to Allsop. Space and the avenue wasn't there for them when they've gone for the rebuild. Peter Swap.
Yeah, I was talking to a gentleman yesterday, a whole fan, who's on about his worried about how we play out from the back end. He had his beer mats and he put his players in beer mat positions. They get a wide man there, then they'll play back to the keeper.
Ball back to the keeper as Irma's going to try and close it down. It was a cold back pass played by Wout Fast, but Hermansen was able to deal with it. Coyle goes down, that will be a City ball.
Yeah, so we had the beer mats out yesterday, so he said the play out to right back with his Coyle, then it comes back into Allsop. For some stupid reason, then they play it into the midfield player that's been marked. I mean, I said, that's criminal, that's going to get caught. I went, yeah, but there's reasons why they do that, so then I had to get another beer mat. I take my beer off that and put it in a position to say, look, it's the pass into that player in the midfield, it's got to be at the right side of him. It's not where, obviously, it's a Leicester player that's going to try and nick it off him. It's got to be at the right side of him so he can either play it first time or, like I say, twist and turn and go behind him. But it took a while of doing, so I had another point, then show him again, and then to go through offside rules. So it was a long night, Mike.
It's certainly and the biggest question was City just moving the ball back around in front of their own penalty area at the moment. What was the biggest frustration, that you had to explain it or that you had to take time out from your beer?
You had too many beer mats. The beer mats won 3-0 by the way.
Well, 3.5 minutes in here. We're already on to beer mats. That doesn't tell you anything about the game, but there is just an atmosphere. Yeah, it's a cracking atmosphere. The ball's just been moved around in the Leicester backline. Hermansen just rolls it out in front of him, and there's room to come across halfway here. Here comes Vestergaard in space. He's going to drive one with a high hanging ball to this right hand side to Fatwu. He's marked by Giles, whips across in towards the penalty spot. That one's volleyed away by Slater. Comes out to Fars. Tries to play it down the line as Chowdhury, but it's blocked. It comes back to Fars again, inside to Vestergaard, who made that surging run forward just a few minutes ago. They'll look to keep possession as much as possible. There's a patience around Leicester as well with Enzo Maresca, the Leicester boss. He doesn't mind if they take couple of dozen touches just to make sure they keep possession and try and find that space, find that opportunity, and they'll look to get the ball into the wide areas as well. Fatu and Mabadini, the two attacking wide plays for Leicester as it's played out to Fast. Rory tries to get there, but he's held off by the strength of the Leicester number 3. Belgian defender. City win it back inside the centre circle with Regan Slater. It's laid back by Coyle. BBC Radio Humberside 95.9 FM, Freeview channel 721 for the time being as well, until we get ready to hand you over to the Scunthorpe United commentary with another late kick-off for them away at Bishop Stortford. And you can follow the action as well for a bit of insight and a bit of text commentary whilst you're listening to the game. Go on the BBC Sport website and follow the live text commentary on there. There's comments from ourselves and maybe our colleagues at Radio Leicester as well. Those little pearls of wisdom that you drop in, Swanee, just appear randomly on the BBC Sport website.
Pearls of wisdom.
I'll leave it there. Pearls of wisdom, not normal wisdom. There's one for the TikTokers again. Here's Slater, link up by Seri. Good work, skips across halfway, now scurries forward. Good work from Slater. Open the space up into the area. Takes a touch, goes down, and the referee says penalty. 6 minutes in, and City get an early breakthrough perhaps. They'll need to convert it, but an opportunity for the Tigers. And that came about from a little simple touch from Seri. And Slater just kept going and going. He was like the engine that could. And the defence couldn't deal with him. A little clip of the ankle. Slater goes down. City get a penalty. An early break for the Tigers.
Yeah, it was a great little touch wanted by Seri then. All that, he had loads of work to do there, and he was just pure pace. But Slater did exceptionally well just to get the ball out of his feet at the right time. The defender getting closer and closer. Then he cut across him, which was his last touch, was the best touch, which cut across him. And if the Leicester player's going to get any sort of touch, he's going to end up bringing him down, and that's exactly what he did there. So he didn't play for it. He got himself in there because he probably wanted to get himself a strike away. But like I say, the Leicester player, the pace he was going at, he couldn't do no more. He's got a touch to him and gives us a chance to go 1-0 up.
Leicester
Cavallo. Come on, lad.
have got this to defend. They haven't conceded away in the first half in 346 minutes, Leicester City. Can that change as Cavallo steps up to take it? Right-footed, saved by the keeper, and he carried it away. And the chance goes begging in the 7th minute for the Tigers to take an early lead against the league leaders. And he just could not beat Hermansen with that one. It looked a bit casual, it looked to be at the right height for the keeper. And 7 minutes in, it remains Hull City 0, Leicester City 0, as the Rory's going to be trying to set free down this left side. Chases it towards the goal line, a little nudge off there by Fatwu. And it's out for a Leicester goal kick. Peter Swan.
Yeah, no, it was lethargic, Carlo, and they missed the penalties. He wasn't the best struck penalty. It's good height for the keeper. If he picks the right way, he's going to save it all day long. But got to forget about it now. Cavallo, he'll be thinking in his head, I owe the team one now, so we might get a bit more from him. But that would have been a fantastic start, one of the first 7 minutes.
Well, it would have been. I feel like I gave it the old commentator curse, talking about Leicester not conceding in the first half in 346 minutes, but there was a big chance to do just that. And it remains 0-0. Hasn't changed the atmosphere though. City got some defending to do here as Leicester come forward up towards halfway, but it's turned back by Vestergaard. Ball is just fed in by Harry Winks to send it back to his keeper. Ball played down that left side for Vardy to get in behind Coyle and chase it into that left touch line. Tries to get the crossing, blocked by Coyle, out for a Leicester throw-in. BBC Radio Humberside. Well, digital radio commentary for the Mariners at Sutton as Thurgy concedes another throw-in. Leicester ball in all blue over on that far left side, 6 yards out. It's thrown inside to Keenan Dewsbury Hall, and then comes off his heels, and City get it back deep in their own half with Slater, who did the real hard work there to win that penalty for the Tigers, but unfortunately Cavallo not able to convert it. He was looking for his 4th goal in a Tigers shirt since joining back in January. There's Dewsbury Hall, good work there from Cavallo to win it back, nice strength from him, and then just a step over too much and loses possession at halfway when really just needed to keep it simple there. Dewsbury Hall has it again, it's with Chowdhury, who turns it back inside to Vestergaard, one of the 2 players who came into this Leicester side in the couple of changes they've made, on the side that won at Sunderland in midweek. They started well against Sunderland apparently, but then laboured for the majority of that game, talking to someone who watched them and was there on Tuesday night, as Alfie Jones defends that one as it comes in out 10 yards outside his area. Greaves is dispossessed it midway inside his own half, and here comes Leicester with an opportunity edge of the area, and it's fired over, and that was a big opportunity for Eunice, but he skied it into the south stand. City breathed a sigh of relief, but the dangerous turn on his left foot can't hit the target. Thankfully for City, 10 minutes gone, it's the Tigers 0, Leicester 0.
As soon as he gets past that final defender, I'm thinking there it's a target scores, doesn't he? Unless he got underneath it, whether it's the defender that got back, sliding challenge, it made him lift it higher. I don't think it was just a bad strike really, but that's 2 opportunities, 1 each now. Open game, innit? Open game.
It is. The players are out for our Freeview Channel 721 game online via BBC Sport as well. In the shadows of Stansted Airport, Scunthorpe United are at Bishop Stortford this afternoon. Your commentary team for that one: former Iron striker Steve Torpey and your match commentator Ollie Turner. Here on 95.9 FM, it's all action between the Tigers and Leicester. Big opportunities for both sides. City denied a penalty if you're just joining us in the 7th minute after Slater was brought down with an ankle tap in the area. Carvalho, his penalty, a bit too casual, saved by the keeper, just at the right height for him. And then just a second ago, Eunice with a left-footed shot over from the edge of the penalty area after Greaves was sloppily dispossessed midway inside the City half. A couple of times now City have given the ball away cheaply in their own half, haven't they? Just need to switch on to that.
I think both teams know how everybody plays now. That's what they're waiting for, out the half chance. Sometimes gamble on thinking the ball's going in there, and if they gamble right, they're pressing it right early, right in front on the edge of our box.
Drilled forward by Allsop. You've said this before, Philogene doesn't fancy heading balls, does he?
He don't like heading balls, does he?
Left that one. He just, in fact, it went back to the keeper. He was in front of the keeper. He just stuck his leg higher than his head. He'd rather kick and stretch his hamstrings than jump for a header. The City give away a free kick at halfway. Leicester ball, they'll take it quickly. I'll give you the Tigers side in a second, but you're dead stop really, because there's not a moment to blink, Swanee.
Ball action. Good. That's what you expected.
Gone back to the Leicester keeper in lime green. He's going to look to pick out Fatou, who surely is offside. Giles is there, they'll get just underneath it. And then hooked away by Greaves to halfway. Comes back forward by Chowdhury. Then headed inside by Fars, who's got the sort of David Luiz hairstyle, curly brunette locks. Played away to that left side. Brunette. Oh, brunette. Who's before brunette? Brown, Swanee.
Look at the wing, you can see his ball patch to it. So it might be a wig, a broken wig.
Yeah, I'm not one to talk about ball spots or ball patches. I'll leave that one alone as Chowdhury just goes away to this right side. 30 yards out, turns it back inside into a bit of support there from Eunice. They play a bit of a sort of odd formation. They try and get numbers in the middle, but open space up in the wide areas. And here's one of them now for Mavididi. Watched by Coyle, turns onto his right foot, looked to twist onto his left, but then feeds it back inside to James Justin. It'll come back outside to that far left-hand side to Mavididi again. Played into the area, looking to try and shape up for a shot, but Leicester still moving the ball around. City packing numbers behind it to try and close those gaps off. Fars gives it to Fatou, and then City winning back with Giles, looking for an option to play it away. Floats one up towards Carvalho and knocks a calm header down to Seri, and then works it away to Philogene away on the right side. He comes in more centrally, just on the cusp of the centre circle. Shifts it left-footed away to this left side. It bobbles on the rather patchy surface as Giles strides forward. He's got Zarori in support on the left. Still Giles though. He's going to curl one in into Alderma. Irma with a chance, but Fast just gets in there to head that one away just before Irma can swing that left boot at it. Still City in possession though. Forced back towards halfway. Seri threads it through to Carvalho. He gets a nudge. Free kick midway inside the Leicester half. 14 minutes gone. It's breathless stuff, Peter Swan.
Yeah, it's a great game. Great game. Both teams having a good go at it, aren't they? That's a great ball in there, wasn't it, by Giles. Irma's first touch went up in the air, so if he kept that on the floor, his second touch could have been a strike on goal, but he lifted up and let the defender get too tight to get the clearance on it. But let's see some good interchange in the passing, good patterns of play at the moment.
Southampton lead at home to Sunderland by a goal to 0. Blackburn are 1-0 up against Plymouth. And a scoreline City will have an eye on Norwich City 1, Rotherham 0. The Tigers just ahead of Norwich by a couple of points. The City got this free kick. Zarori's going to curl this one in towards the back. Jones and Greaves in there. Leicester trying to get a touch on it. Greaves scurrying and battling after it, but fouls his man. Harry Winks is the referee. And it will be a Leicester City free kick. Let me give you those two sides quickly then. Allsop in goal, back four of Coyle, Jones, Greaves and Giles, Slater and Seri in the midfield. And the attacking four, right side Philogene, left side to Rory and Irma supporting Cavallo, whose penalty was saved in the 7th minute here at the MKM Stadium as we hit 15 minutes on the watch. Hermansen's in goal for Leicester. They've got a back throw given away. Chance maybe for City. Cavallo slips it in and he makes amends. Fabio Cavallo capitalises on the error. A City lead against the leaders. A fascinating and exciting opening 15 minutes. And the breakthrough comes. It took 2 attempts after the saved penalty, but this time Cavallo made no doubt about it. 4th goal of the season for the Tigers, and in Cavallo gives City the lead. That's the start they were looking for. Hull City 1, Leicester City 0.
Well, there you go, that's what I said. They'll be feeling like a low list, so it's team 1, and he's got it straight back within 5 minutes of missing the penalty. That's it. It's exactly what we'd be playing off the back. If you're on it, if you're half switched on, you can try and nip in there. That's exactly what they did. Nipped in there, and Cavallo kept his head, kept it low. That's it. You always get taught if you keep the ball low, you've got the players' legs to go past. It's like 6-inch right and left foot. That's the only thing you've got to beat. And if you get there, either side and in between legs, you've got more chance of scoring rather than lifting up. And that's exactly what he did.
Caught the keeper, slotted it under him. Here come Leicester trying to break at the other end. Allsop's going to have to react quickly to it. He does, comes out of his area to send that one away. And Irma almost gets in on a loose ball. Played back by Eunice to Fars, but Leicester keep possession. Philogene trying to take it away from Mavadidi. It's played inside, comes off a City player. Irma's against, strong challenge goes in from Chowdhury. Goes in on Zarori. And Giles plays that one off a Leicester man, and it's out for a City throw-in. Some atmosphere, Swanee. This is why we love it, isn't it?
Yeah, brilliant. That's it. But just before that, though, there's some great movement, passing, interchanging. When you play teams at the top, you've got to be at it, mentally as well as physically, and you've got to see things quicker. And if you don't, you get found out.
Leicester win it back deep. Seri's lost possession. Right side of the penalty area. It's played inside to Dewsbury Hall, slipped into the area. Good work from Jones. Controls it on his thigh and then comes out with a slow-only run. Now he's lost possession though and he's out of position. City have got to defend this one with Fars. Played away to the right side to Mavadini. Not the best accuracy on it. He has to chase after it towards that left side. Looks to try and twist and turn and open up some space in front of Coyle. Goes back behind him. It's laid back to Vestergaard, the Danish international, 31 years of age. Floats one off to Mavadini on the left. Coyle should get in front of it and does. And he's dragged to the ground. That'll be a free kick, City. And you can breathe for a second. 18 minutes gone. Let me give you that Leicester side, which was interrupted, thankfully, by a City goal through Cavallo. It's Hermansen in goal, Fars, Vestergaard and just in the back three. And then they sort of play a 3-2-2-3 almost, with Chowdhury and Winks deeper, Eunice and Dewsbury Hall in front of them, Fatwu and Mavadini the two wide players, and Vardy down the middle. It's a rather unique lineup, Swat, isn't it?
It is, who cares? What they look like. Keep getting that clap.
That's the answer.
That's it.
That's the answer.
Fans are getting having a clap and a sing song, warming their hands up. It's not the warmest of days here today, but that's it. They ought to be feeling the heat at the moment.
Yeah. Leicester played forward and Jones had been beaten. Vardy's got past him, still got a bit of pace. Vardy will try and chip it over Allsop, but he's just pushed that one away and well wide. The cheers will tell you that from the home fans here. And it will be a City goal kick. 1-0 the Tigers lead.
You can see what he's trying. Like I say, he got the pace, he got the wrong side of Jones. Pulling away from goal, who's delicately did it with his weaker foot, trying to get over Allsop.
Not quite sure what the end of that song is, but they're singing something to Vardy as Leicester bring it back. Maybe I shouldn't repeat it. The ball slipped into the edge of the area. Dewsbury Hall, he's trying a shot and he's hit the post. It comes out, it'll be cleared away by Jones. And that one was a close one for Leicester City. The Tigers nearly level, nearly pegged back, but they get away with it and they win a throw-in.
I'm not sure they might have got a foot on that, you know.
Yeah.
Allsop might have fingertipped that. It was close.
Was it game? Was it Dewsbury Hall that one who got the shot in?
I think it was, wasn't it?
What a game it is.
Norwich 2-0 up, so it's important we stay carry on what we're doing.
Massively so. A bit disappointing from City actually. They left it till 16 minutes to open the scoring against Leicester. It only took them 15 minutes down at the King Power Stadium as Leicester try and build something here with Vardy, but that one's cut out by the Tigers.
Proper game.
Yeah.
Proper game. Two good teams.
Not much time, not much space on the ball to breathe, or if he could have got that right, so Rory was away. But he just scuffed his ball.
Scuffed it, didn't he, hit the floor.
Yeah.
Like a golf shot there. If he could have got that clean, he was over the top one, he was doing away.
Every time I hit the golf course, that looks like one of my shots, as Greaves just couldn't pick it. If he did, he's gone, like you said.
Yeah.
20 minutes gone in the game here at the MKM Stadium. City leading by a goal to 0 against Leicester as it's flicked down that left side by the Foxes, rolls through to the City penalty area, and also will collect it.
Don't breathe. Don't breathe, man.
It was a lovely, I mean, credit to Dewsbury Hall, it was a cracking shot, as you said. Also, maybe has got a fingertip
Yes,
to it, hasn't he? Just pushed it onto the upright, but can't quite tell on this angle. City playing out on their own penalty area. Goes out for a Tigers throw-in. Either way, it hit the post and Leicester have denied. They've the Tigers bench this afternoon, by the way. Pando, McLaughlin, Tufan, Traore, Sharp, Morton, Jacob, Christie, and Connolly. Noah Ohio not involved, with Connolly coming back into the squad. He played in the under-21s as he looks to try and get back to full fitness, Aaron Connolly. And what danger he can offer. He's the joint leading scorer, Aaron Connolly, with Tufan and Philogene, 8 goals each. The City winning back inside their own half. And we talk about that, don't we, about City not having that one, well, the natural striker, that one true goal scorer, but you look at the top three, they've got 24 goals between three of them. As Allsop just has to get that one away from...
Yeah, they shared it out, haven't they?
From Winks, yeah. Comes back up towards Jones, he's pitting ball in around. There's a furious pace around this game as Coyle just has to stretch out to try and win that one back. He catches Dewsbury Hall as he does so, but fairly, nothing wrong with that, says the referee. As Chowdhury flicks it into Dewsbury Hall. Nice work from Jones to step into that and intercept it. Philogene has a man nibbling at his heels, but is able to lay it off to Coyle, who slides it into the area to Allsop, taps it to Greaves, thought he had an option inside, has to come to this near left side to Giles instead. There's Irma coming deep for this one. He's tackled by Fast, not foul, says the ref, and Fast has it with number 3 on his back, lays it back behind to Fatwu. Lots of fluid movement around this Leicester side. Ball curled in by Fatwu and it's in to Ryan Allsop, and he collects it. He's going to try and set Philogene free, who'd already made his run as Allsop sent that one away. It was a lovely attempt from him, but he's just floated away on the bounce and gone out for a Leicester throw in midway inside their own half, away on that far left side in front of the East Stand. 1-0 Swanee.
Yeah, probably 2 or 3 yards too far there. One of it, Philogene had been one-on-one. Great distribution there by Allsop. Sort of danger, big long, it's like a volley, half volley. Not half volley, but it's like on the side volley.
Pinged it, didn't he? Yeah. As Hermansen sends it long, one back by City. Coyle is able to turn that one back to Jones. He had Mavadini grabbing at him, and it's played back to Allsop, and Leicester will just set off this one and wait to see what Allsop's going to do. As Rory moves centrally, it allows Giles to make a run down this left side, but it's intercepted by Fatwu, and then played forward by Vestergaard. Here come Leicester again down this right-hand side. Fatwu's in support if Eunice decides to use him. Instead he goes back behind to Chowdhury, who's an England under-21 international, came through the youth system at Leicester. Here's Harry Winks, former Spurs youngster, played 10 times for England. And he was seen as one of the next big things in English football. And he's back with Vestergaard again in his own half, midway inside Leicester territory. Played forward on the diagonal up to halfway to Dewsbury Hall, and the Auburn-haired attacking midfielder sends it away into Rory, plays it back to Allsop. Not a good ball from him. Vardy was coming in on it, but Allsop gets there first. Seri chests it down, gives it to Emma. There's just no time and space on the ball. They've got to be really precise with everything, Swanee, haven't they?
Yeah, that's it. Both teams doing exactly the same. So you can't have the extra touch on the ball. You've got to get the ball out of your feet and get it moved. If you don't do it first time, it's definitely got to be a second touch.
It's been a Mixed bag of results at home for City is a foot in there from Vardy on Slater, and it's going to draw the first yellow card of the game from referee Sam Barrett of West Yorkshire, and it will be Jamie Vardy who goes into the book.
Yeah, it looked nasty from up here, did that, to be fair.
Sam Barrett, who was the official in the Premier League on Monday night for that absolute drubbing at Bramall Lane as Arsenal put 6 past Sheffield United. Done a few championship games as well. He booked Louis Coyle in the only City game he took charge of last season in the 1-0 loss at Bristol City. So Vardy booked, first one. City lead by goal to nil here on BBC Radio Humberside. Mike White and Peter Swan. We've got James Hogarth alongside us for the early part of Saturday sport. Coming up later on, we've got Super League commentary, 5:30 kick-off in the south of France. Richard Stead's there for his Hull FC taking on the Catalan Dragons. We've got Grimsby Town on digital, Scunthorpe United on Freeview and online via the BBC Sport website and app. It's a place to be for local sport here on BBC Radio Humberside. Ball play back to Hermansen, who comes out of his area, closed down by Irma, but gets it away before Irma can get to it. This one will come through to the City half. It's fired downfield by Greaves, comes off the head of Farce and just provides an assist for Zarori to get possession. Charles does well to hold off the challenge of Fatwu, plays it down this left touchline, it goes beyond Zarori and it's turned back by Farce, who's won 11 caps for his country, Belgium. Played out by the keeper. Hermansen's made a mistake there perhaps as Winks was forced off it, but they managed to just keep possession and then it's played away now for a City throw-in. So equally where Leicester are doing it, City are doing it at the other end, Swanee. And here they come forward quickly with Seri. Turns it back inside to Irma. Slips it into Philogene. Now out to the right side to Coyle. Turns it back inside to Slater.
It's all one touch football, isn't it?
It's all they've got time for, isn't it? Greaves into Zarori. Holds off the challenger fast. Goes down. Free kick midway inside the Leicester half. Just left of centre. 26.5 minutes gone. It's absolutely flown by, Swanee.
Yeah. That's what happens in good games. You don't want to have time to come, do you? You just want to keep playing.
City will certainly feel that way at 1-0. Senior has his trendy overcoat on, just paces backwards and forwards in his technical area. Hands in pockets, looks on rather stoically at the moment, and just waiting to see what his side can do with this. We often talk about City needing a second goal in games. This feels like one of those games. As Irma will take the free kick with pink boots. In fact, Zaror is going to try, he's going to drive it from range, and it's a team 1 and wide for goal kick.
Not the best strike.
No.
You can see when he was laid there this morning, he opens his eyes, and he's like, if I get a free kick, this is what I'm going to do. And I think he still had his eyes shut when he took that one.
It was what, 35 yards out at least?
Stuffed it in.
He'd have had to properly catch it sweet. Stolarczyk, Cody, Doyle, Albright and Sutar, Daka and Didi Cannon and Marsal are the substitutes for Leicester this afternoon. As that's played back to Hermansen. The Leicester side whose best league run this season was 10 unbeaten. They won 8 and drew 10 of those from the end of November to the 1st of January. As a ball play forward, can Philogene capitalise? No, it's just going to be worked back by James Justin. The right back number 2 as Chowdhury side foots it away to Justin. It's not the best of balls, but he's able to clear that one away. Only as far as Slater at halfway though, or just inside halfway in the Leicester half. Good work from him, and then Greaves sent it away to Giles on this left-hand side. He's almost forced off the ball, and the referee's going to say a foul, and I'm not having that on Fatwu. Fatwu just fell, trying to make the challenge. Giles was stronger, and the referee says that it was a foul by the City left-back, Swanee.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, I've just stopped, didn't he? What can you do there if you just stop?
He just bounced off Giles, didn't he?
Yeah. Forcing them long here.
Because it's sent all the way down towards the City penalty area. Cole's going to have to deal with this one. He had a bit of attention from Mavadidi. Here come Leicester though. Justin plays it into Mavadidi again. Back to Dewsbury Hall. And Mavadidi again inside to Justin. Laid back behind. Winks will just move it across to Farce, and he's going to be forced back to Hermansen. Didn't like the options in front of him. He gestures to Fatwu that he was trying to pick him out, but didn't have him where he wanted him. And he's back with Manson again, who's represented Denmark up to under 21 level. Time from Brøndby in the summer. And it's played away to this right side and out for a Leicester throw-in. As we approach the half-hour mark, BBC Radio Humberside, City 1-0 up against the league leaders, Leicester City. Here's Chowdhury. Wait to throw it, does so, 20 yards out into Fatu in the area. He goes down and the referee has given a penalty. A questionable decision, you have to say. Fatu's gone down, and right as the clock hits 30 minutes, Leicester City have got themselves a chance to get back level here at the MKM Stadium. The Tigers had a penalty saved early on in the game before scoring through Carvalho, and this time Leicester had the chance to reciprocate. And let's hope it's the same outcome from the penalty spot as it was for the Tigers early in the game. Swanee.
Didn't look it for me, did it for you?
No, I think it's...
Unless it just, as he's come in for the challenge, he just moved the ball in front of him. Who's taking it?
I've just seen another comment saying it looks soft. I think I agree. Jamie Vardy, who has scored 13 goals, 11 in the league so far, at the South Stand end, has a chance to level things. Allsop's on his line in bright pink. City leading by a goal to nil against the leaders. Vardy steps up and puts it high. Allsop goes the right way. He goes to his left, but it's above Brian Allsop. It hits the back of the net, and it's all square at the MKM Stadium. Leicester City have pulled it back through Vardy, the former England international, on the spot for the Foxes. It is the Tigers 1, Leicester 1.
Yeah, good strike, to be fair. They stood in front of the old fans, giving some gestures. Is that not a booking inside the crowd?
I thought so. He's getting a talking to, and he's on a booking already, Jamie Vardy, so he's a bit lucky there.
Yeah. Was it a penalty? I'm not sure. I thought it was weak anyway.
I did. Yeah. He's almost gone in waiting for a bit of movement or contact from the defender, hasn't he? But for me, not a penalty. As Zarori goes down, no foul, says the referee. Fast gives it away though to Philogene, just near the centre circle in the Leicester half. Here's Seri, slips it into Zarori. First time ball back to the Ivory Coast international. Now Giles, who cuts inside and gives it to Seri again. He's got white boots on with a flash of red on the back. Back to Greaves. Cross to Jones, who was a doubt coming into the game. He's played a ball forward up towards Irma. Flag stays down. He was onside. Gives it to Philogene. Leicester getting numbers back. Irma down the line to Philogene. Tries a blind back heel. And that's sometimes where you want Philogene to just think maybe a little bit more. It's lovely when it comes off, although City do manage to keep possession. That was nice footwork from Philogene. Turns it in from the right touchline. Seri inside to Greaves. Greaves across to Giles, stabs it into Zarori, lays it off to Seri. Seri will try and set Giles free. That might just be out of the City left back. It is, and Manson comes out, and 32.5 minutes gone. It's Hull City 1, Leicester 1.
Yeah, that's just exploited that space there, didn't they? Great bit of work, and when the final pass came in from Seri, he had acres to play that into the over. He played it too close to the keeper, otherwise Giles had been behind the back, and then his second touch would have been a shot on goal there.
So it's 1-1 here in your FM commentary on BBC Radio Humberside. Vestergaard turns it inside to Vars. Vardy with his 14th goal of the season to draw Leicester level after Carvalho's 4th for the Tigers since coming in January had given City the lead. He'd seen a penalty saved before that. Zarori wins it for City. Gives it to Carvalho, edge of the area. Zarori goes down. Philogene in the area, trying to shape up for a shot. Strikes it. Comes back to Philogene again. Just can't get it out from under his feet. And then Dewsbury Hall comes away with it. But good work from Coyle to try and get it back. Justin plays it down the line. Deep in their own half, Leicester at the moment. And then it's fired away and up towards halfway. And Greaves should be able to mop up. You can't look away from it. Every now and then I just look at my note and Swanee just gives me a nudge in the ribs or a tap on the knee just to say aye.
Well, you can't switch off here, lad.
It was a bit like it was. You were used to that when Liam Rossini first came in, weren't you? That you really didn't have a chance to blink.
No.
And it's that kind of game.
Good standard.
It is.
It's all about standards. We were talking about earlier. Committing yourself to this game. Let's see. If you switch off in games like this, you get found out.
Oh, nice from Seri to just skip away from a couple of Leicester players at 1-1 and then turns it square to Slater. Slater's going to set Irma free. Irma sets off like a rocket there. It's headed by Farce. It might be covered by Justin, and he plays that one down the line. It stays in. Slater's missed the header, but gets it back as it bounces down. Philogene inside to Cavallo, who's been busy in that little pocket of space behind Irma. And then Greaves out to this left side to Giles. Seri forward to Philogene, again no lead from Philogene, and it goes beyond him and out for a goal kick. It's a left pocket of space behind. Yeah.
Pass to Philogene, if you put it in the air for it.
He's not having it, is he?
It is free.
I said Cavallo behind there, he's playing just ahead of him, isn't he? He's playing that sort of false nine role, but he's very fluid. We keep seeing it. Zarori just makes that move, it opens up the room for Giles, and there's certainly an opportunity to take advantage of that, isn't there? If they can find the right ball.
He's the player, Dewsbury.
He is, and here he comes forward. There's a high reputation of that player as he sends it inside, ball in towards Eunice, lays it off first time to Fatu. Good work from Irma. He's getting through some work rate. He wins the free kick deep in the left back position at the south stand end as well. City ball.
10 seconds ago, he's in top right. Wasn't he? Yeah. He just made a diagonal run, full length of the pitch to get a challenge in there.
He's got some engine on him, hasn't he? There's Irma. And Lee Rossini said he's still trying to get up to that level of fitness that he wants from him to play this kind of football, this pace of football. But been impressed with what I've seen from him so far since he came in.
Me too.
Looks a real player, and don't forget he isn't one of the lone players. City have got him as this one's going to be sent forward to Vardy on the angle. Jones has maybe been caught with the wrong angle there. Can he get there at the second attempt? Vardy turns it back behind to Mavadini. Left side of the area, just across the angle. Dragged it, then on his right foot shoots, and that one hits Seri, who I think copped that one in. I wonder where he copped it. It was the lower back. He's back up, yeah. Just holding it. Back to Winks off the throw-in. Now Chowdhury. I thought Jones had just misread the run there, didn't you, initially? Yeah, I was. But he did well to just get back as Mavadini tries to get down the outside of Coyle, who does tremendously well there to just block off that run. Then he goes down, does Coyle, and the City captain wins the free kick for his side. 37 minutes gone. Great game.
Yeah. Like when we don't only have time to come to it. So it comes out, it's never the same, is it? Southampton 2-0 up home to Sunderland.
Yeah. In our local games, we've got on digital radio Grimsby Town are away at bottom side Sutton, still goalless there. City work this out from their own penalty area. Giles might give him that one away as he tries to find Irma, but Seri helps him out. Giles will send it up towards Zarori, peels away from Chowdhury, and then he's giving it away, and that's sloppy from Zarori to Mavadini, into Vardy, tries to stab it back to Mavadini again. It's scooped away by Greaves. Scunthorpe United are 2-0 up down at Bishop Stortford on Freeview and online via the BBC Sport website and app. Here it's Hull City 1, Leicester City 1. And here come the Foxes again with Eunice, edge of the area, drags it past Greaves, goes down, right on the edge of the box. No penalty this time, but it's going to be a booking for Jacob Greaves. That's number 10, thankfully. We've passed the cut-off for 10 bookings.
Good thing there, that he was being anywhere on the field, he was still going to throw his leg out there with Greaves. Fortunate, 6-8 inches outside the box. Otherwise it'd be another penalty.
Yeah, I mean it's right, as you said, right on the edge of the penalty area. It's still dangerous because this free kick could be a problem for City. But Eunice just hobbling back. He looks alive with it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He just applauds his teammate with the ball forward to begin with, as City just try and sort their wall out. Ryan Allsop at the moment, as we look at the goal, he's standing at the post to our right hand side at the south stand end of the ground. The referee puts the line down, which is about 11 yards out, very slightly on an angle. City's players move to it, and then he's done one to just let the Leicester players know where they can be. Dewsbury Hall's there with the left footer perhaps, also off his line, and it is literally inches outside the penalty area, right hand side, 1-1, and it's going to be laid back. Dewsbury Hall with a shot, doesn't beat the first man. Cavallo is there to block it. It was James Justin who laid it off for Dewsbury Hall, still bouncing around at the edge of the penalty area. City not dealt with it yet. Falls to Vardy in the area, tries to clear it, does Giles, and then he gets a second attempt and he's able to launch that one away.
Look, danger still in the box. Drops 20 of them, they've got the quality, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to clarify on that bookings one. I thought we'd passed the deadline. I've just seen a message saying that he's going to miss the next 2 games. I thought the cut-off had gone, but maybe I'm wrong on that one. We'll look into that. We'll maybe see if we can get some more clarification on that. City have got a free kick, ball in their own half. It's 40 minutes gone, 5 minutes to the break. And it's been breathless stuff here at the MKM Stadium. Mike White and Peter Swan with you. Good to have your company tonight. Or today even. Not tonight. There's 2 of us doing that.
Very enjoyable, lots of
Yeah, it's also plays a lovely ball away to that right side. Brought down nicely by Coyle, who turns it inside to Seri. Seri holds it up to find Slater. Back to Alfie Jones. Jones comes left to Greaves. Greaves is going to try and set Zarori away, but nice work from Chowdhury to just step in front of him. Fatu lost control of that one, but Eunice was there in front of him in all blue for Leicester. Vestergaard plays it down the middle up towards Vardy, who just lets it come into his midsection and then slips it away to the left side to Mabadidi, who tries to set Dewsbury Hall away. Slater comes across to cover, good work from him, and he forces that one out for a City goal kick.
Yeah, you should do it quick while the lads lay on the floor here, 10 men.
Yeah, he's staying down at the moment, still off the pitch in front of the south stand, getting a few pelters from fans over in that half of the, or that part of the stadium. And Alfie Jones has possession just in front of his own penalty area. City 6 going into this one, 36 games played, 116 drawn 9, lost 11. Leicester had played 36, won 26, drawn 3, lost 7. As also he's going to try and set Coyle away. 2 number 2s going at it. It's James Justin for Leicester who puts that one out for a throw-in. 6 yards in from that right corner flag, taken to Carvalho, who plays it to Coyle after his stumble. He's able to get back up, wins the corner. Good work from Louis Coyle.
Pressure again now, it's going both ways, isn't it?
1-1.
Like a basketball match.
It is, it's all over the shop. 2 balls coming in at once there. Just 1 needed for this corner, which Carvalho will take short to Irma. Leicester have switched off by the angle. Whips one in towards the back, and the keeper can pluck that one out. Looked a little bit more threatening and dangerous at first attempt than by the time it got to the keeper, Hermansen. And Greaves is going to have to come chasing back here to get away from Fatwa, because Hermansen had set the number 18 away. But good work from Greaves.
Yeah, good pace, good strength. It's getting better, isn't it, this lad?
Yeah.
Week in, week out.
We've spoken about our player of the season contenders. Louis Coyle's up there for me. It's Jacob Greaves at the moment. From pretty much from the start of the season. Say again?
Him and Greaves and Jones have done brilliant.
Yes. Yeah. And obviously coming in, Ryan Giles has just added something to that back four. There's a mistake there by Leicester. Carvalho just comes into it as a Manson comes out, flicks it past the keeper, and the keeper's done well not to catch Carvalho and bring him down for a penalty there.
Yeah, I'm going to say something I don't normally say.
Go on.
He was too honest.
What, Carvalho?
Yeah.
Do you think the keeper caught him with it?
I think he was too honest, and I'm pleased he was, because I don't like seeing people diving in the box, but I think he could have got there before the keeper nudged it past him, then his result was going to be he was going to get clattered, he had to get a penalty.
Yeah, he nudged it almost a half a second early.
He didn't fancy going in for that challenge.
One or the other.
For the honesty.
He will go the honesty, yeah. Oh, mistake there by Leicester. City win the throw in midway inside that Leicester half. We've got about a minute and a half of this first half plus stoppage time.
I know if it had been other end, it would have been Vardy. I know what he'd have done.
Yeah.
I would have gone Vardy.
No, I think you're right. It goes with the game, doesn't it? As Sutton United and Grimsby Town 1-0 to the Mariners. It's all going well so far. For Grimsby Town and for Scunthorpe United. It's going well for City here, even at 1-1. Took the lead, having seen a penalty save. They could have easily, heads could have dropped, couldn't they? But they responded not too far after it. And it is one apiece as Philogene just gets in the way of a ball from Leicester down that left side that goes out for a Fox's throw-in. Taken to Dewsbury Hall, chipped to Justin on that left side, whips across in towards Vardy with the header, and it's straight through the 6-yard box and away for a goal kick.
Villa player, didn't he?
Yeah.
36 or whatever he is. Had a great little run there across Jones. Good ball in. It's an art. If he'd have gone in, it'd been a fantastic goal, but he got that glance on it and not got enough on it. Lucky for us.
Yeah, closing in on 500 career games in senior football. On top of his 26 England caps. He's got 218 goals now with that penalty in his career.
Norwich 4-0 up at home to Rotherham.
Easy as you like. As Leicester get it back at halfway as we approach half-time. There's not been much chance for stoppage, but there's a couple of minutes because of the goals and the 2 penalties as well, the delays. Here comes Fatwu, whips across it. Jones has to get there and he heads that one high into the south stand and concedes a corner as we're in the first minute of the 2 added on time.
I don't think he knew much about the header, to be fair. He knew he was going to make contact with it, but he didn't get the direction where he wanted. He tried heading it back where it come from. It come off corner of his head there and then over through a corner.
Is Dewsbury Hall, who's played over 130 games now, the 25-year-old for the team that he came through the youth system with, hometown boy. And it's going to be a left footer from him, and he curls it in towards the 6-yard box. It's headed just wide. From our angle, it looked certainly close. I won't say
Looping, not it?
yeah. Didn't look a dead cert.
Not the cleanest of headers. It might come off his, even off his shoulder.
But he just curled it away from Allsop, didn't he? You were just hoping it didn't drop down, but it goes out for a goal kick, and we've had the first of the 2 minutes of added on time. Allsop just taking his time with this one now, no playing this one out from the back. They're just going to send this one long and try and see out this first half as Carvalho's getting pulled here, there and everywhere. Referee lets it go. He gets in there with a little toe poke though, but he finds Mabadidi, not a City player. Jones comes across to head that one away, and they'll try and stop it from going out for a throw-in. He launches it down that left side, headed back by Chowdhury. Final 30 seconds in this first half. Seri dinks it over the top of the Leicester player to Carvalho, who's been manhandled by Farce, and that it was. And that will seem booked as well. 1-1, Swanee.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. Give us a chance to get it launched up. Big lads might as well go up. Let's throw it all up there. It's not when it comes out, the referee will blow anyway.
Yeah, it's not going to make much difference, is it? It's going to be left for Allsop to just send this one. Coyle's just pointing to Seri what he wants from him. Giles is a bit spare at the moment, as we welcome Grimsby Town listeners who will be enjoying their first half with the Mariners leading by a goal to nil. City 1-1 here against Leicester as Allsop sends a free kick up to the edge of the area, headed away by Vestergaard, and that will be the end of the first half. A furious, frenetic, fantastic first 45 minutes here at the MKM Stadium, which has had a bit of everything, including a penalty for each side. One scored, one not. The one that wasn't scored was the Tigers on 7 minutes. It was lovely work from Slater after Seri just played a simple ball off to him at halfway, in fact inside the City half. He just kept running and running and running, and as he got into the area, Leicester player just nicked his ankle and he goes down. Carvalho steps up with it, maybe a little bit too casual, and it was at the right height for the keeper who went to his right to just palm that one away and deny him. But instead of the heads dropping, City responded well. After Yunus saw a left-footed shot go over, 6 minutes later it was Carvalho who capitalised on the Leicester team, giving the ball away just around the edge of the penalty area. He slotted it calmly under the keeper to give City the lead. But then on 31 minutes, he knows where the net is, doesn't he? And he found it from the penalty spot, Jamie Vardy. After Fatwu was brought down, I think he'll argue perhaps it was a soft penalty. We'll get Liam Rosenior's thoughts after the game. But Vardy didn't mess around with it. He put it the right same side as Allsop, but it was high enough to beat the City keeper. All square here at the break. A fantastic game to watch. Really enjoyable stuff. Hull City 1, Leicester City 1, Peters 1.
Yeah, the fans have been coming to today's game. Some have been thinking it's going to be an hard battle. Can we keep in it? The answer's there, yeah. They've matched them all over the field, and like I said, that's what Liam was asking to do. I remember driving home one week, and it was all about certain players losing their individual battles. Well, none of them are really losing the battles today. They're all up against it. Good quality team. Like I said, the sharpness, I like to see the sharpness, the one passing, one two-touch. Not getting too many touches, not moving the ball really quick, which is only both teams doing the same, which is giving them opportunities to open defences up. Like I said, we've both seen that. But the character they showed when they missed their penalty, like I said, get back yourself back in the game. Straight after that, I thought Cavallo in his mind a little bit, and I owe the fans, I owe the players one. And like I say, result 5-7 minutes after it goes and gets that goal. But yeah, I think Liam will be delighted with that. He'll probably, what all managers do, they'll always want some more from you. But like I say, the main thing is watching that one-on-one with Vardy, because he's still got the pace. He makes great runs. Keep him quiet, you've got a chance. Like I say, going forward, he'll be happy. Just keep doing the same, really, in the second half.
Yeah, keep doing the same. Darryl has been in touch, pointing out it's 37 games for the cut-off. Looks like James Hogarth nodding alongside me as well. Bit of misinformation there, so unfortunately Jacob Greaves will miss the next 2 games, and that means he'll miss Good Friday and Easter Monday. Easter Monday being what he'll be gutted about, and City will be gutted about. It's the trip to Leeds United on the 1st of April. We can talk and react about that later on, but for now, at the break here at the MKM Stadium, it is Hull City 1, Leicester City 1.
A very enjoyable first half at the MKM Stadium in front of 24,605 supporters. One of the biggest attendances here at the MKM Stadium in some time. So a reasonable first half, certainly a decent first half for the Tigers, and I think it's an even better one for Grimsby Town. A half-time at Sutton United, watching a first half down south in London. Here's John Tomber.
And it's Sutton United 0, Grimsby Town 1. A late goal just before half-time, Justin Abikru, his first for the club, puts the Mariners deservedly in front in this first half. It's not been a classic by any stretch of the imagination. It's a horrible pitch. The quality has been poor. Town have always provided what quality there is, really. They came close very early on. Abikru having a clearance off the line from his header. Harry Clifton's had a shot saved. Abikru another one blocked, but it was Abikru who did get his goal finally. Persistence from him. A corner from the left-hand side, only half cleared by the Sutton defence. Played back in, and there was Abikru to turn and poke it home and celebrate in front of the travelling Mariners fans. And he got close to another just after that. His confidence really improving since that goal. Hopefully it will in the second half. Town will still face pressure from Sutton, but the half-time news is good. Sutton United 0, Grimsby Town 1.
And the half-time news is also good for Scunthorpe United. They have been leading by 2-0. It's now 3-0. Danny Whitehall has completed a first-half hat-trick for the Iron at Bishop Stortford. They are the bottom team in the National League North table, but a very, very good bounce-back so far from the excruciatingly bad performance on Tuesday night at Darlington. Scunthorpe United lead 3-0. Remember, that game is behind ours by a quarter of an hour due to one of the match officials being late for the game. So all round a relatively positive set of scorelines so far for the BBC Radio Humberside commentaries this afternoon. There is a 4th commentary which we'll get to very soon. Half-times around the country in the Premier League: AFC Bournemouth 0, Sheffield United 1, Crystal Palace 1, Luton Town 0, and Wolves and Fulham is goalless at the break. Game tonight is between Arsenal and Brentford. That's a 5:30 kickoff. The game played earlier today in the Premier League. Manchester United beat Everton by 2-0. Bruno Fernandes with a 12-minute penalty, and then Marcus Rashford from the penalty spot after 36 minutes. Knock in the Championship for Ipswich Town. They were second coming into this afternoon's games. They were beaten 2-1 earlier today by Cardiff City in the Championship's lunchtime kickoff. The rest of the games are half-times, which sees Blackburn Rovers have a 1-0 lead over Plymouth. 1-1, of course, here in the 95.9 FM commentary between Hull City and Leicester City. Goalless Millwall Birmingham. Norwich City have a 4-0 lead over Rotherham at half-time. It's goalless between Preston and Stoke. Queen's Park Rangers and Middlesbrough is also goalless. Southampton 2, Sunderland 0, and 1-1 at the break between Watford and Coventry. In League 1, Barnsley 0, Lincoln City 1, goalless Blackpool and Portsmouth. Bristol Rovers and Derby goalless, as is Burton Albion against Peterborough United. Cambridge 1, Northampton 0. Charlton Carlisle 1 apiece. Exeter 0, Bolton Wanderers 1. Oxford 1, Cheltenham 0. Port Vale 0, Shrewsbury Town 1. Reading 0, Wycombe Wanderers 1. Goalless Stevenage Fleetwood and Wigan Leyton Orient. League 2, Accrington Stanley 0, Bradford 3, Barrow 1, Colchester 0, Doncaster Rovers 1, Crewe 0, Forest Green and Walsall is goalless, Gillingham 0, Tranmere Rovers 1, Harrogate Town 1, Crawley 0, Mansfield Town 1, Swindon 0, Milton Keynes Dons 3, Salford City 1, Morecambe and Wrexham is 1-1, Notts County and AFC Wimbledon goalless, as is Stockport against Newport. As we know, the digital radio commentary watched by John Tondra and Martin Gritton. Grimsby Town have a 1-0 lead over Sutton United. And in the National League North this afternoon, a full afternoon of games. The North East derby between Spennymoor and Darlington finished 2-1 to Spennymoor. Banbury and Southport is 0-0, as is Blythe and Kings Lynn, as is Chester and Curzon Ashton. Farsley 1, Alfreton Town 2. Gloucester City 2, Boston United 4. Hereford 0, Chorley 1. Rushall Olympic 0, Buxton 1. Scarborough and Tamworth is goalless, as is South Shields and Brackley. And of course, as we know, Scunthorpe United with a 3-0 lead at Bishop Stortford with 3 goals. First half hat-trick from Danny Whitehall. Well done to him. There is a fourth commentary tonight on the way here on BBC Radio Humberside. Saturday Sport Extended with Rugby League Live from 5:30. We'll see shortly whether Hull FC's change in routine for the Catalans Dragons has had an impact or not. One thing's for sure, Tony Smith's expecting a very hard match against a side the Black and Whites have struggled against in recent years. They've not actually won in the south of France for 5 years.
They're a good team, they're big and they're strong, and they strangle you out of games, you know, they're good at it, they play to their pace very, very well, and you know, they're able to, you know, when they can, they get their noses in front and then really drown you for the rest of the game. You know, that's the way that they go. You know, I think it was, you know, it was interesting last week to see a team that took a fair bit of risk in terms of the way Leeds were playing and throwing the ball around, and it challenged them a bit. So, you know, I'm not sure that we'll. I'm saying that we're going to throw the ball around quite as much as Leeds, but yeah, it did challenge the Catalans team a bit last weekend. But they're a good team. You got to be really on your game if you're going to go there and you know, get through that fixture.
Have you had a chat with your nephew about it?
No, not this week. Gave him a congrats because I thought it was a gutsy performance, but as I do to other coaches that I get on with and admire, you know, trade messages, so it isn't just it's a family thing. But yeah, I thought it was a real gutsy win and took a bit of grit, and it took a fair bit of, you know, defensive effort because they're a big mobile team, Catalan, and if you're gonna you know, come out on the right side of the scoreboard with them, you know you have to defend well, and you know that's something that we've got to take into account.
That's Tony Smith's thoughts ahead of his game at Hull FC against Catalan in the south of France. Well, earlier this week, all the talk was about Hull Kingston Rovers maybe in the future playing in Las Vegas. We can't bring you the sights, the sounds, the casino, the roulette of Las Vegas tonight, but we can bring you the flavour of the south of France. Let's head there now with our commentator, presenter straight after me. From around 5:30 this evening, I'm sitting in a very cold West Stand Upper at the MKM Stadium in West Hull. This man gets the south of France. Good evening to and hello to Richard Stead.
Well, bienvenue, as I believe you say in Beverly James. I've got 4 layers on. I'll have none of your south of France barbs here. It's 14 degrees on the thermometer. It feels a lot colder. Everybody's wrapped up like we were in West Hull, and it was a home game for the Black and Whites. 3 changes Tony Smith has made to his team. Herman Sasa has come in. He's replaced the suspended Jack Brown, and Tex Hoy and Will Gardner come onto the bench. They replaced Charlie Severs and Jack Charles. It'll be a tough task. The Catalans are very, very strong at home and even away now, but they were beaten, as Tony Smith was reflecting on, by the Leeds Rhinos last Saturday. They'll be looking to rectify that wrong. The Black and Whites want back-to-back wins after beating the Broncos last time out.
This is a tough ask, isn't it, for Hull FC? That narrow win against London, in many supporters' eyes, I don't necessarily think was particularly impressive, and I think those frailties that I appreciate. There is that lack of squad depth at the moment, but those frailties that fans are concerned about not necessarily being put to one side against London here last week. So a big challenge tonight and today for Hull FC.
It is, but a win's a win, and they won last week, James. And if they hadn't, then there would be not very many optimistic fans, I don't think, making their way to the Stade Gilbert Brutus tonight. I mean, Salford won at St Helens for the first time in 40-odd years last night. So you can put these sort of hoodoos to bed. 5 years since the Black and Whites were triumphant here in Perpignan. They'll have to go some tonight to do that again, but we play the game for a reason, don't we, to see who wins. Hull FC play really well. Catalans a bit off the boil, who knows, but yes, the Dragons are very much the favourites in this encounter tonight.
A little bit of Hull in that Catalans team, not least the head coach, obviously, Steve McNamara, played for Hull FC. But there's also Jordan Abdul in the mix. Is he involved whilst on loan for Hull Kingston Rovers?
I expect him to. It's just dropped in front of me now. Yeah, he starts in the halves, does Abdul. A strong side, lots of talent in there, lots of strike and lots of size up front. Navarrete, Busquets, Sims, McMeekan and Garcia. You probably won't find many bigger packs in the competition there, James. And just a quick look on the bench. Yeah, they've got some size on the bench. Chris Sartai, formerly of Hull FC, is one of the replacements there. And don't forget Andy Last is also on the coaching staff out in Perpignan now. So there's plenty of black and white, not just Hull connections.
There were plenty of black and white shirts in Las Vegas apparently last weekend. Have you seen much presence from the Hull fans around Catalans ahead of this game?
I can currently see about 8 people in the stand.
Are you one of them?
No, I'm looking at where the Hull FC fans will sit. There will be a lot here. They're expecting a decent turnout from both sets of supporters. But still, I've not been into the centre of Perpignan, so I can't give you an accurate steer on that. But yeah, I think there'll be a good number of black and whites travelling over. Maybe not as many as there would if it was June, July, August time, but and as I say, if you come to enjoy the sunshine in Lorette de Mar or wherever, you're going to be a bit disappointed this weekend. Let's hope the rugby puts a bit of sunshine into the black and white supporters' hearts instead.
Richard, for the time being, thank you. I'm not sure if he's off to Lorette de Mar straight afterwards to hit a super club and enjoy the night straight after the game. We'll leave you to work that one out. Richard Stead on the way then straight after Saturday's Sports Football Forum. It will be around 28 minutes past. We'll have to Richard Stead here on BBC Radio Humberside. Full match commentary, the only place in Northern Lincolnshire and East Yorkshire that brings you 4 big match commentaries this Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. Let's reflect on a game that's already finished. It was the lunchtime kick-off in the Premier League. Manchester United beat Everton 2-0 at home. Both goals were penalties, one each for Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford. United have now won 5 of their last 7 league games. So here's the thoughts of manager Erik ten Hag.
We created a lot of chances and we had very good counter-attacks. I think overall we could have scored 3-4 goals. And I think we defended very well. They had attempts, but how we dealt with this. Our back 4, but not only our back 4, don't forget the keeper, and don't forget all the other players. And we defended as a team very well.
That's the thoughts of Erik ten Hag here on BBC Radio Humberside. The Leicester City players are back out here just to warm up. No sign yet of the Tigers squad. Still currently awaiting coming to the tunnel. The Leicester players are being by we've heard the phrase booze. Also Stadium, but that's very much more partisan with this game. Scunthorpe United, by the way, they kicked off late. That's as a result of one of the officials being late himself ahead of the game. The Iron currently lead by 3 goals, and in fact that's now half-time, a confirmed half-time at Bishop Stortford, my wife.
The word booze was spelled differently. Is that a difficult one for you, Jim? You're looking a bit heavy now?
Looking a bit peaky.
Did you have a fun day yesterday?
I had a lovely day. I can highly recommend. I've been many times. Hebden Bridge. Very, very good. I can also recommend the hostelries.
I can tell you how good a day Jim had, because bearing in mind he is the sports talk presenter generally, Monday to Friday, 6 till 7. I was on the show yesterday because James was having a well-earned day off. Around 6:30, I'm chatting away to Pete Smurfit, my phone starts buzzing, James Hogarth tries calling. Literally no concept of what was going on
It's
at
not
that
like I
time.
haven't done this for years, is it?
Exactly.
Just before I hand to you officially, we've got to say hello to Marina, who's kindly joined the commentary. She is currently listening to BBC Radio Humberside whilst making a freshly finished scone and using the ingredients. It's more like Saturday Kitchen, this programme, this afternoon. I know one of our listeners has given you a gilet in the past, kindly, but I'm quite fancying that scone.
Stop asking for things, Jim.
Sorry.
Not all about you. He's so blatant, isn't he?
We're going to try it.
He's a disgrace. Marina, good to have you listening. Thank you for that.
No sign of Grimsby Town yet, but when we do, you can make the change, kicking off here at the MKM Stadium.
Thanks, Jim. City getting us back underway. One apiece then, and if the second half is anything close to that first half, we're in for an absolute treat. Thanks to Marina who's listening, thanks to all of you for tuning in this afternoon. BBC Radio Humberside, Mike and Swanee with you at the MKM Stadium, and City underway in black and amber, attacking the south stand end of the ground, left to right as we look at it, from high at the top of the west stand, looking down on that technical area where Liam is there, and Maresca just pops out from the dugout as well, and then it's going to be side-footed by Fast to Vestergaard as Leicester have it. That has gone beyond the Leicester substitute who came on at the break, and it is Wilfred Ndidi, the Nigerian international, well experienced playing now with Leicester City. This is his 263rd game. Came on for Eunice, who goes off at the break also. We'll just put this one out to Jones. Just to confirm, by the way, that booking for Jacob Greaves in the first half will seem suspended for the next 2 games, unfortunately, due to the fact that Coventry's not happening now for a few weeks. He'll miss Stoke and Leicester, and Leeds, I should say, across the Easter break. That's a big blow as Leicester try and break down the right side. Ball played into the channel, runs too far, and it's out for a City goal kick. It's in the future, Swanee, but that's going to be a big miss for the Tigers in those 2 games, isn't it? Costs a little bit.
Let's concentrate on what we've got in front of us today. I say, we won't be worrying about that just yet, but when that time comes around, gives someone another opportunity to go and prove the worth, won't it?
Well, as Grimsby Town are back out down at Sutton, let's get you there for your digital radio commentary, your commentary team. Former Mariner Martin Gritton alongside the voice of the Mariners, John Tonder. Here on 95.9 FM. I think on Freeview for the time being with Scunthorpe United at the break. I think they are. We'll get you back there for second half commentary of that one as soon as they're back underway down at Bishop Stortford in the shadows of Stansted Airport. And the Iron are flying this afternoon. It was always going to be one of those games they looked at, expected to win against the side that had lost 12 on the bounce. And they're currently 3-0 up with a Whitehall hat-trick. Grimsby Town, they're leading by a goal to nil down at Sutton as the ball is rolled out to Alfie Jones. Just in the future with his first for the Mariners, by the way, in that goal just before the break. Fabio Carvalho giving City the lead in the first half here, having seen his penalty saved before that. But Jamie Vardy on 31 minutes restoring parity here in this game between what was 6th against 1st going into the game. Mid-table at the moment sees City just outside the top 6 on goal difference. That's due to the fact that Norwich are pummeling Rotherham. 3 minutes in, Leicester have a throw-in on that right-hand side. It's thrown back by Chowdhury to Fart into Wait. Now back to the Belgian centre half again. He plays it inside to Vestergaard, who's signed for Southampton for £18 million from Borussia Dortmund, signed for £15 million 3 years ago to join the Foxes. Fast at halfway, he's going to drive one low on the angle up towards the edge of the City penalty area. It's headed away by Slater. Indeed, he can't control it. Greaves is there to fire it downfield. That will just curl back inside to Hermansen, and he'll just drag this one back into his own penalty area. City making a couple of changes then, with Zaroury and Slater coming in from the Tuesday night draw against Birmingham. It's Allsop in goal, back four of Coyle, Jones, Greaves and Giles. Seri and Slater in the centre of midfield. Playing further forward of that is Irma behind Carvalho, and it's Zaroury on the left, Philogene on the right-hand side. Swanee, 4 minutes in. It's not quite found the pace of that first half yet, has it?
No, it's not. Like I said, it's what happens when you get that breaking play. It'll probably take a bit to get going again, but from the first whistle, it was electric, wasn't it?
Yeah, good atmosphere though. City fans making their voices heard. As Coyle's going to try and turn this one back. He got his ankle clipped, I think, just as he was doing so. Speaking of which, I'll talk about the Leicester penalty in a second, as Coyle's going to try and set Philogene away. He's just played it with the inside of his left foot, and it'll curl away to this right-hand side and out for a throw-in. We've seen a video of the Leicester penalty decision, haven't we? In fact, who's already going down as the challenge comes in, isn't it?
Yeah, we thought we were weak, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's one of them where he wasn't as honest, like I said, Carvalho was.
Been talking here in the press box as well, there was a suggestion that Slater went down a bit too easy. I thought his ankle was clipped. I thought the defender just clumsily caught him, didn't he? As City will win the ball back here with Philogene on the right side. Coyle runs on the overlap. Philogene goes central, poked into Carvalho. Chance for Carvalho. It'll just be played away by Chowdhury. Got there ahead of the City goal scorer. 1-1. And City in possession with Greaves. Now Zaroury controls the ball on his studs. He curls it to this right side to Coyle. Knocks a header down for Philogene, who goes down under a challenge. It's played away by Leicester. The referee, Sam Barrett, doesn't even look and think that there's a decision to make. Philogene stayed down at the moment. Jones will play it into Seri. Seri shifts it to Slater. Now it's with Jones. Jones thought about playing it long, then could see that Philogene was down, and he's just going to tap that one out for a throw-in. Hopefully this will be City's ball to come back to them. Philogene just back on his feet now and limping as the referee comes to check on him. Did you see much in the challenge, Swanee?
No. It's fine.
Shake it off, says Swanee. City bench this afternoon, no changes made yet. Sub-keeper is Eva Pando, still waiting to make his first appearance for the Tigers. McLaughlin, Tufan, Traore, Sharp, Morton, Jacob, Christie and Connolly returns. Noah Ohio's the player to drop out of the City squad from Tuesday night. When City do get the ball back, it's with Allsop into Seri, who has his back to the Leicester player and facing his own goal as he gives it back to the City keeper in bright highlighter pen pink. Coyle chips it down the line to Philogene, tried to turn away from James Justin. Justin goes down. Yeah, goes out for a throw-in, and Carvalho will set Philogene free. Space might open up down the right-hand side. Can he slide it into Carvalho? Comes to Irma. Irma on the edge of the area, on his left foot, just took a bit of time. Still not yet. Zaroury stabs it in front of him, and he gives the ball away. A chance goes begging, and again, we talk about City trying to walk it in at times. That might be one of those. It just needs someone to get a foot on it and to thump it towards goal, and Leicester get away with it. Hull City 1, Leicester 1.
Yeah, and Liam Senior's turn and walk back to the dugout, and I'm sure he's going to punch something in there. It's none of his players or his staff. He's put his coat and scarf on, but that is an opportunity. He wanted to be perfect there, didn't he? He wanted to get his head up to try and pick his spot in. You could see everything going through his head there, where it was just out of your feet. The chance is there, let it go. Too much time.
Yeah, and then he laid it off for Zaroury, who was just coming in off the left angle of the area, and he tried to roll it on his studs to open it up, didn't he? And he just ended up tapping it with the toe end and giving the ball away.
Make that shot, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Got to get the shot away.
Just trying to be too precise, City. 1-1 then, here at the MKM Stadium. City dropping down to 7th at the moment as Zaroury's dispossessed. Ndidi gets it, skips away from a challenge, fires a shot in, blocked by Greaves, comes out to Slater, and then back to Greaves again. He's got Giles in support, deep in that left back position, tries to play it down, comes off Vardy, bounces off his backside and out for a throw-in.
gets stick everywhere, but he brings it on himself, and he does.
Thanks to Darren Leatham, broadcaster and event host, long-time friend, he's got in touch saying, listening to my old mate Mike White on Radio Humberside, every time he says Siri, my Siri keeps asking me what I want. Brilliant. Thanks, Darren. Good to have you listening. Sorry, I'm triggering the technology around your place. Sorry, I sound like you apparently. If that's the case, the City have got a man down, and finally there's a stoppage, and it's Irma who's down, isn't it? Over there, in front of the East Stand. It is. 54 minutes gone. And the City fans booing because they felt that they should have been stopped before that. I'm trying to work out if he is holding his head. He's got his hands on his face, but whether that's just in pain of whatever else is bothering him. Shelby's having a word with the linesman over on that far side. And we've got a break in play here. Let me give you the Leicester side while we're doing that. They've made a change as well. Hermansen in goal, back three of Fast, Vestergaard and Justin. Chowdhury and Wink to the two sitting midfielders, and then further forward of them Eunice, he's been replaced by Ndidi with Dewsbury Hall. Fatu on the right, with Mavididi on the left, and Vardy down the middle. And it was Jamie Vardy's penalty that's got Leicester level in this one. All in the main messages in the half-time squad.
Continue what you've been doing, moving the ball quick, looking for spaces, that's in. If they're squeezing, that's which they are doing. Can we play that long diagonal? Can we get the arc runs right in behind the back of them? But the main thing is like defensively, keep that back box, don't give no more opportunities. Vardy looks like he's at it today, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Still got that sharpness even at the age of 36, as you said, hasn't he? The only side to do, or two sides to do the double over Leicester this season are Leeds and Middlesbrough. City looking to do that, having beaten them 1-0 back on the 2nd of September. It was the day after the transfer deadline closed. Liam Delap with that ball where he cuts in from the right and shot with the left foot. Slight deflection on it, but a great win for the Tigers that day. Players are back out down at Bishop Stortford. That's where Scunthorpe United are in firm control. 3-0 up at the break in that one. Second half commentary on Freeview Channel 721. Online via the BBC Sport website and app as well. Your commentary team there. Steve Torpey alongside Omiter. Delayed kick-off there in that one. One of the officials was stuck problems on the M11. It's one of the busy motorways around the country. Heading down towards London, obviously, as well, from sort of Cambridgeshire area. And 15-minute delay there. Second one in the space of 2 Saturdays for the Tigers. Abdul Sherma finally on his feet, just trying to jog it off in front of the East Stand over on that far side as the City fans are doing the dueling stands chant at the moment. Leicester City have possession inside the Tigers' half. 1-1 here on BBC Radio Humberside, and then given away, and Slater has space to run forward. Leicester have got plenty of players back. Slater comes forward in one of those runs that was familiar in the first half that won the penalty. Lays it off for Carvalho into Philogene, edge of the area, trying to open up some space for a shot. He's got 3 players around him, can't open up for it, and Leicester will win that back. Then Coyle gets it back. There's a Leicester player down though. I think it's Mavididi, isn't it, who was he tracking back? Try and get it, can't quite see at the moment. No, it's not Mavididi, he's there. But anyway, Leicester have got a man down. 57 minutes in, 1-1. Still got a good atmosphere in this one.
This chance for Philogene to get a shot away. Got a more ruthless, haven't they, in front of the goal. But the manager said the other day, that's what we same conversation if he stays like this.
Yeah. I can actually now see the player in full. Couldn't see anything at all. It's Winks, I think, who's down, isn't it? At the moment, their bench, they brought Ndidi on already. They've got Stolarczyk, the sub-keeper, Cody Doyle, Albrighton, Souttar, Daka, Cannon and Marçal. 1-1. Quite the game here on BBC Radio Humberside. Earlier in the day in the Championship, the early kick-off had finished Cardiff 2, Ipswich 1 in the Premier League. Manchester United 2-0 winners at home to Everton. Sheffield United, who were walloped on Monday against Arsenal, are leading at Bournemouth by 1-0. Crystal Palace 1, Luton 0. And Wolves lead Fulham by 1-0. In the Championship, Norwich are 5-0 up over Rotherham. That's helping their goal difference as they battle with the Tigers for that 6th place spot. Southampton a couple up against Sunderland. I think Swanee mentioned that earlier. Watford 1, Coventry 1.
No goals in the other two games in the Championship. Blackburn are 1-0 up against Plymouth, I mentioned that, as we're back underway. Winks is going to come on again shortly. Irma's back on the field as well as Hermansen. Drills one from the edge of his area, long downfield. Giles just shields that one away from Fatwu and allows Allsop to come and collect it. And the City keeper rolls it out to Alfie Jones, who plays it forward to Cavallo. Just looks behind him before letting that ball run into his right foot. Then Seri is going to set Irma through down the middle, but it was read by Chowdhury. Philogene can't control it at halfway. And then Mavadidi will chip it down this left side for Dewsbury Hall. Coyle right over his shoulder, just holding on. Needs to be careful not to give away a free kick. In fact, Dewsbury Hall's going to be penalised because he's done that thing where you get fouled, grab the ball, and the referee says it's a handball.
Well done, referee.
Always makes me laugh because if it's an intentional handball, it's a booking, isn't it?
You never see it, you're right. You're right, Michael.
Get one a year. Last time City beat Leicester City was here, I should say, was in the Premier League, August 2016. Diamante and Snodgrass with the goals. As that's played forward, it was that opening day win. Here's City. Zaroury might fancy left foot. Zaroury restores the lead for the Tigers as we hit the hour mark. And a cracking strike on the left foot from Zaroury. Repaying the faith of his manager, bringing him back into the starting side. And that is a cracking finish. It's low, it's hard, it's away from the keeper. And City once again lead against the leaders and are back in the top 6 in the Championship. This playoff race continues to heat up. And can City do the double over the Foxes this season? They're in firm footing to do so. And what a goal from Zaroury. Really nice finish. His second for the Tigers. Hull City 2, Leicester City 1.
And that's what the man is all about. If you've got a chance, get the ball out of your feet, get it struck. And that's exactly what he did there. He came to him, he knew he was getting closed down. His first touch was perfect, his second touch was even better. Straight across the keeper to the far corner. It wasn't even in the far corner, had a yard inside the goal. Fantastic finish by the lad.
Really nice finish from Zaroury. He knew what he wanted to do the minute he got it, but here come Leicester quickly. Ball into Vardy in the area, chance, and it's level again. Jamie Vardy with his second, and no sooner had the fans calmed down from celebrating the leading goal again from Zaroury, but they've been hit straight back. Liam Rosenior looks on with a firm stance and then walks back to his dugout looking, I'll say dejected, because he'll be so disappointed at that. It's too easy. A quick ball forward, a cutting from the right-hand side, an angled ball low into Vardy, who's unmarked, and he doesn't miss those. He puts it past Allsop, and it's all square again. City have let it slip once more. Hull City 2, Leicester City 2.
Did say, didn't we? Vardy up for it today, you can tell. Like I say, that was a great ball in, and he just makes good movement as well, doesn't he? That's it. I think Allsop did his best. He got something on it, and it just took some sort of reflection. But just when you're always vulnerable when you just scored. Always vulnerable. It's important for 5 minutes or straight after. You've got to make sure everything stays patient. You don't do anything silly, and there you go. From a high to a low in a matter of seconds.
Liam Rosenior's going to be furious though, isn't he? Because you don't let Vardy just have that space like that.
No chance. No.
I think it was Ndidi, the sub, wasn't it? It was cutting from the right. It won't work from here.
Yeah, it was great play by him. If you look on that side of it, it's still defensive. Got to keep an eye on your runners. Like saying he had that much space in Vardy. He just wandered off. He just wandered off into 3 or 4 yards, like 4 or 5 yards of space. You can't leave someone with a quality at 36 been doing all his career in the box like that.
He had the time and the space in the box for the ball to come into him. He then has the time to control it, and then he has the time to look up and just pick his spot.
Yeah.
And that'll be what annoys Liam Rosenior, who calls Jaden Philogene across to pass a message on to him. We felt there were more goals in this at half-time. We said off air, didn't we? There was no way this was staying 1-1.
No chance, was it?
When City restore the lead, you think, come on, this is the opportunity. But as I said, the fans had barely stopped singing and celebrating the goal. The ball's up the other end of the field.
Yeah.
And Leicester are back level again. If you're neutral, you're loving it. We're loving it in terms of the excitement of the game, but we'd much prefer the scoreline to look a little bit different. I get the feeling it may look different again. 2-2. Here come Leicester once more. Ball slipped to the left side as a lone white piece of paper just floats in the strong winds. Ball chipped in by Justin in towards Vardy, seeking a hat-trick. It's just over his head. He puts the hand up to acknowledge the ball. And Allsop's going to try and drill this downfield for Philogene to chase after. It's just too central and goes all the way through to a Manson at the other end.
Well, that's been slipped up to what we expected of the game. I'd say it started a bit quiet in the second half, but then all of a sudden, flick of a switch, it's back on fire again.
Yeah. 2-2, BBC Radio Humberside. Coyle comes across the cover, flicks it up to halfway to Terry, back to Philogene, now to Slade, who's got a bit of space. That's a rare bit of space. We haven't seen much of that with either side really, which is why the second Leicester goal will be so annoying as well, because neither side had given the other much time on it. As two Leicester players get into a bit of a muddle and a mix-up, and that goes out for a City throw in front of the East Stand. 65 minutes gone, 2-2.
Yeah, these are the games as players you want to play in. That's it. Paul fans having the song going, the right buzz, good atmosphere, everything about it. Tackles are flying in. There's quality out there.
Yeah.
It's a quick game. Can't switch off. We switched off there and did that in the space, and all of a sudden they did the exact same thing when Zaroli gets his off the yard in the box.
Just seen the replay of the Zarori goal. It was good work from Seri, wasn't it? Who first time ball just side footed it into Zarori. And he had the space to open
quicker than anybody got me out there.
Yeah. As Philogene tries to get on the end of the ball forward. Cavallio's just back up after taking a bit of a knock. And there's a throw in on this near right hand side, 18 yards after City, the south stand end. Drops the shoulder to try and get around the outside of Mabadidi. Wins the throw in, does Louis Coyle, who's opened up the Louis Coyle Football Academy. Nice work from Slater. Just skips between a Leicester player, then drills across in that hits the first man and bounces out for a throw in. Taken quickly, Coyle has it, back to Slater, whose amber boots just knock it back to Jones, now Greaves. Almost back to halfway, Seri in there. Jones trying to decide if he wanted to go longer with it when the simple pass to Slater comes back to his centre-half teammate. Now it's with Slater again, who'll lead that one to Coyle once they decided between them whose ball it was. Jones into Irma. Irma with pink boots just flicks it to Coyle, and Coyle will try and set Slater free. I think James will just get there first, he does, and lays it back to Manson, who drives it downfield. Awkward bounce here for Coyle to deal with. He gets nudged as he tries to chest it off for Jones. That'll be a free kick to City. 2-2. More to come in this one.
There's more to come in this. There's more to come in this.
Don't switch your radios on. Stay with us wherever you are. If you're in the car, just park up, get a top up, and stay with us for the remainder of this game, because more of a mistake there by Hermanson. Might drop for Cavalli up and then knock it to Philogene. Philogene
Can't do that, man.
gives away a foul.
Don't be shocked about it. He pushed it.
Yeah, he did. Not shoulder to shoulder. Never quite fell quite right for City to get off the Hermanson mistake, but you just hope that one of those just lands perfectly for you. As the scoreboard reads 2-2 between City and Leicester and hits 67.5 minutes, a quarter of this game to go, and you don't want it to end. Because if you enjoy football, if you enjoy football, you don't want it to end. But yeah, it is freezing cold this afternoon. As Irma taps it inside to Cavalli, a lovely cheeky back heel from him to find Irma again. Just deciding what his option is. It is to slip it through two Leicester players and find Greaves. Giles cuts in from that left-hand side. Seri, now Slater, dinks one up towards Coyle. Coyle, first time ball across to the back. Rory's there, can he lay it back? Or he tapped it between Chowdhury and it nutmegged him and then ends up in the hands of the keeper. That was a great ball there by Coyle, wasn't it? Just put on a plate for someone to go in and attack the space.
We say all this, he's been excellent again today.
Yes.
But it's been a good game from this City side. Can they take the lead for a third time and pick up 3 valuable points? Cavallo works it to Philogene on this right side, 25 yards out, couple of step overs. Philogene with a shot, drives it straight into the keeper's midsection. He drops down in front of his line. If he parried that at all, Zarori was a couple of yards out and waiting to pounce. 2-2.
Yeah, it's a bit more positive by the lad, wasn't it? Very positive, he's in his mind straight away. They attack the defender, I say commit one of them to open a chance to shuffle the ball to either side of him, which he tried doing.
Jones outlet to the ball, and now Leicester might have a break, maybe an opportunity for Ndidi, right side. Ball played inside, and there's a challenge and a foul by Seri. Free kick to Leicester City and a booking for Mika.
Not clumsy though, that's a good skill.
Just kind of stepped into him, didn't he? You could see he got away from him. And it will be a free kick in a dangerous spot. It's 4 or 5 yards outside the City box. It was Patu who won it. Certainly more justification for that one than there was for the penalty in the first half. As we've seen from a replay we've viewed, he was already tumbling. Yeah. It's right of centre, so it's probably about 5 yards, 6 yards away from the right-hand angle of the area, and about 4 yards outside the box. Right-hand angle of the D, I should say. Dewsbury Hall seems the only one lined up for it at 2-2. We're inside the final 20 minutes of the game here, in a fixture at the top end of the Championship, and it's lived up to the billing. Dewsbury Hall. Auburn-Heard Leicester player, left footer, free kick, steps up, strikes it, hits the wall, comes away out as far as Chowdhury. Cavallo first to get to him. Philogene tries to get there. He played into the area, Elton gets the wall stop, and City want to start quickly. Rolls it out to Seri. He wanted it further forward quickly. It's laid off to Jones. Jones up towards Cavallo, cushions that one well on his right foot. Slater slips it into Irma, and Irma picks out the space with Zarori. Lovely ball for Irma, controlled nicely. Zarori into the area, side puts it intended for Irma, and Chowdhury's there. Irma goes down in the area. Leicester trying to clear it out from their own area. It's Seri. Irma with a shot on the it was the bicycle kick from Irma. It's wide. Flags up for offside.
Everything right, go on.
Wow, try and pick all that out. 2-2.
Irma, when he went through the first time, I think, was it Vestergaard, give him a little elbow back in his head, went to ground. He got up, as soon as he got up, the ball come to him, I don't know, he managed it like a bicycle kick. Yeah. He's in an offside position anyway, but great little strike. Keeper didn't realise he was at full stretch.
It's like a jack in the box, wasn't it? As he actually came up, he went, oh, there we go.
Yeah.
It would have been some goal, but the flag was up anyway, it ended up just wide. But as we keep saying, this has got more to this game. You can just sense it all stop with some lovely footwork. The cheers for the City.
Are you going for lovely?
I'm looking lovely. It's lovely because he got away with it. That's why I'm going lovely. We might be saying something different. Irma, come on, man. Wins it at halfway, gives it to Zarori. Now Cavallo. He's got Giles away on the left-hand side. Not the best of balls, has to check his run, but keeps possession. City in black and amber. Giles looking to get around the outside of Fatwu, who's done well, steps in front of Giles, and he wins it back. Giles looks tired. For me, just there.
A bit like you did there.
Yeah. Wonder if that might be something Liam Racine has spotted. Keep an eye on that one. He's just trying to catch his breath. Ryan Giles over on that far side. The ball's at halfway.
He's limping as well.
Yeah, he is. Just trying to see if Matty Jacobs out there warming up. He's not at the moment. He might be soon. Back with Allsop. And we've got about 17 minutes plus stoppage time left. Allsop picks it forward. That's it. A bit of a wayward one from him. Chowdhury picks it up. He's almost sitting in as like a sweeper, Chowdhury, isn't he? At times between. I say 2 of the 3 centre halves. As Coyle has to control this at halfway, sliced it up in the air. Allsop leaves it for Jones, who heads that one away. because they're playing with a back three, but he's almost sitting in between Farce and Vestergaard, isn't he?
He goes wide and he sits to make a fall, doesn't he, at times?
Yeah. Shrewsbury Hall goes down, wins a free kick. Some atmosphere here at the MKM Stadium, and rightly so, as a game, as I mentioned a minute ago, has very much lived up to the billing right now, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been cracking again.
In the Premier League, Bournemouth 1, Sheffield United 2. Wolves have doubled their advantage. They're 2-0 up against Fulham. Don't forget, you can get in touch with us at any time on social media during the game. At Humberside Sport, you can drop me a message on mine, at Mike White Sport as well. James Hogarth will be on at 5 o'clock. The Shorten Football Forum before we hit the rugby at 5:30. FC in the south of France. Free kick to Leicester here at 2-2. 74 minutes gone. It's going to be Mavadini about 6 yards in from this left touchline. 25 yards out. Curls one in towards the back. Farce is there and he heads it into Walsall. Could have been worse. Could have been more dangerous.
Yeah.
In the end, it was comfortable for Allsop to collect. City 2-2 here against Leicester. 7 times they've won at home this season. Sheffield Wednesday, Preston, Huddersfield, Rotherham, Cardiff, Blackburn and Millwall. Be a big win tonight as the ball played into Vardy in the area. He stumbles, goes down, looking for a penalty, doesn't get it. The referee had a look at that one. Still Leicester at the edge of the area, trying to clear it. Maybe still a chance for Fatwu. And in the end, that one runs through to Allsop. Vardy's still down.
I don't think he was looking for the penalty. He did try to get to his feet. So I don't think he was trying to get that.
Yeah. Fair play. He kind of jumped out the way of the first challenge, didn't he? And then went down on the second one. As the referee comes to check on him, says the physios can come on. And it'll be a break in play as Ling Rossini just again walks back to his dugout. We'll not repeat it. We'll not repeat it. City scoring in that first half, by the way. I mentioned it. I thought I jinxed it with the commentators' curse. They didn't end up scoring in the first half. It was the first game in 8 that they hadn't conceded in the opening 45 minutes, Leicester. And as is traditional, they'd scored in the first half of each of the last 9 now with that Jamie Vardy penalty. He's still getting treatment at the moment. 14 minutes gone, Swanee. Give us your thoughts on how you see this one panning out.
I think it's the tune of the goal in it.
Yeah.
But as how the pattern of the play's gone, I think a draw. If you'd have asked me to start, I'd have said I'd have took a draw.
Oh yeah. Even at home, it's one of those games, isn't it? You go, look, let's
when you like, there's still another goal in it.
Yeah.
Which way we don't know yet.
The biggest issue is Norwich are doing their goal difference the world of good, aren't they? They're now the 5 goals that they've scored have put them 5 goals clear of City on goal difference.
Yeah.
Level on points, both on 58, having played 37 games with this one. City have still got some big games to come. They've got to play Coventry in that rearranged game in April. Stoke and Leeds, as we were saying, over the Easter break. Vardy just on the touchline waiting to come back on, having had his treatment. Back underway here.
He's doing well to get 77 minutes out of the run.
Yeah, he has.
He play that long.
Oh, good work. Lovely ball
Come
from
on,
Jones on the
Come
diagonal
on,
to Philogene. 6 yards out, right-hand side outside the area. Step over, gives it to Slater. Slater into the area. Still Slater. Still Slater. And talk about honesty, he kept going. There was a couple of challenges in there where he could have gone down.
Was he looking for it? Waiting for the challenge coming in, wasn't he?
He was waiting for enough of a touch, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Didn't get it.
The Leicester player just said, keep going. We're not touching you. And he did keep going.
He ended up in the south
He
stand.
ended up at South Stand with the pie and chips.
Always with the food,
I
Swan.
know, I'm peckish.
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeding myself tonight.
You got the steak lined up.
Me and God, yeah.
Long ball by Hermanson. Hermanson, I'll get that one right again. Hermanson. Slater picks it up for City. Is that lone piece of paper I mentioned still there? Slater just steps on as he sends the ball away. We paint all the pictures for you here on BBC Radio on side. So why did he explain that? Why did he tell us about that? Zaror is going to try and ping one to this right side to Philogene, knocks a header down to Cavallo, gives it to Philogene, who'd gone the wrong way. Leicester are going to win that ball back. In fact, James Justin. Cavallo made it easy for him, didn't he?
Yeah. He's going nowhere. And look it down the line, get a throw in, start again. Yeah. Southampton 4-2. He pulled it back to 2-all with Sunderland, and they scored 2 quick goals. Great league, isn't it?
It's the Championship. Hermansen drives it downfield, will drop it halfway. Slater left it, Coyle left it, and Jones wasn't near enough for it, but Jones gets the header. Slater just turns away to try and play into Philogene, who Justin catches him. That'll be not a free kick, play on. Mabadidi turns it inside to Undidi, slips it into the area. Coyle tapped it back to Olsen. I'm not sure the keeper appreciated the touch. He might have fancied just letting it run through, but he clears it away. Cavallo tries to turn and bring it down, but Leicester get it back again. And the City fans won't play stop while Philogene stays down. Leicester just knocking it around, and they're just going to carry on. It's not a head injury. Here comes Mabadidi, trying to take on Coyle. Now inside the area, left-hand side, curls one towards the back. It'll drop down for Giles to put that one out for a throw-in. Now the referee will stop play and allow Philogene to receive treatment. And he's still down, and he's just waved his arms in frustration. I'm not sure if that's the injury or the fact that it just took so long for play to stop.
I'm not sure much that is, to be fair. No, he's alright, but
obviously just caught the ankle, checking his right foot at the moment. He's gesturing to the physios as to what happened. And it remains 2-2 here. City. And they were the ones who handed Leicester. They were only lost in the first 14 league games. City, when they went there back to the King Power earlier on in the season, 2nd of September, that one. Shows how good they've been. When you look at their point return already, 81 points from 36 games before today. They've scored 72 goals. They've got a goal difference of plus 41 to them. Wow. That's not going, is it? Which is why you know they're a threat. And the likes of Jamie Vardy still doing it, as we said. They've got Gilsby Hall and Mabadidi on 10 goals apiece as well. So 3 of their players in double figures as far as goals. Jamie Philogene is back on his feet. He's just on the touchline, just trying to jog it off. Lifts his left and then his right knee up to keep himself limber. Still no change yet made from Liam Rossignol as Mabadidi slaloms on that left-hand side. Tries to get away from Coyle. Almost blocked the attempted cross, but it runs, flies in towards Rory, who heads that one away. Vestergaard is tracking back to pick that one up. 2-2 here. And here comes James Justin, and Philogene still not back on. He's got to have 30 seconds off, hasn't he? That's why they're waiting. Cross comes in from the left. Might drop to that right side to Fatwu, trying to line up for a shot. Goes in front of the penalty area, recovered by Irma. And City get the ball back.
There was a lot of touch by Jones. That was crossing. It's a good job. So I don't know what he wants to think that happened. Dewsbury Hall was in the right position. They were going straight to him, but a little touch there just took it away from him. Yeah.
City are just pinned back a bit at the moment, aren't they, Swanee?
Yeah, it's Leicester at the moment. If you're thinking everybody's going to score, you'd say it was Leicester putting the pressure on, but we know what we're like on the counter-attack.
Yeah, nice work from Jones to pick out a bit of space, but it comes back to him again as Leicester are quick to close down. Plays that one up, does Jones to Cavallo. Nice control from the Liverpool loanee. Now Slater thought about one of those storming runs again, but instead goes across to Greaves. Now Giles at halfway to Zarori. Zarori with a cheeky ball down the left side for Giles to pick it back up again. Checks his run into Zarori. Maybe a groan from a couple of the City fans who wanted a bit more adventure from that, but it's driven in towards the box towards Philogene, defended by Vestergaard, out for a City throw-in.
Great play by Zorn down the left-hand side. Good build-up play there with Giles.
It's across to Coyle from Jones. Midway inside the Leicester half, down the line to Philogene. Cuts inside, might have a bit of space to play that into Cavallo. He does. He needed a shout there, didn't get one, and he just dallied on it and had it taken from him. But Slater tries to win it back. Leicester still keep possession in all blue. James Justin just turns away and he gives it out for a throw-in. He needed a shout, Cavallo, didn't he?
Yes and no. I think it's that time in there you should have awareness where everything's around you.
Yeah.
The time it coming, I think a shout would have been too late anyway.
Seri into Philogene, who looks a bit of a frustrated figure at the moment. Feels like the world's against him, nothing's going right, and Mr. Valio gives another cheek. Oh, I tell you what, Seri's got away with that. Yeah, because Leicester took a quick free kick, it hit Seri, and the ref was going to his pocket there, wasn't he? It looked like he realised, didn't it? He did. Now, he shouldn't change his mind if he feels that's supposed to be a booking, but I think it'd have been a harsh one, because Seri's trying to get out the way. Yeah. And Farser's taking the quick free kick. Yeah, I think he did. He realised. He definitely went to his back pocket there with the referee, Sam Barrett. Seri stays on the field. Rightly so, I think, as well, as Leicester looks to try and break Greaves, misses an attempted header there. Chowdhury goes in low, nearly catches a stray boot. It comes to Dewsbury Hall, edge of the area, tries a shot to team one, comes off the head of Jones, and Allsop can clean up. 6 minutes gone. I keep saying it, there's still more to come in this. Don't turn your radios off, don't go anywhere. Stay with us here on BBC Radio Humberside. Don't forget, you can listen post-match anytime you like on BBC Sounds. Live post-match to come with the Football Forum. It's also where you can listen to Rugby League commentary with Hull FC at the Catalan Dragons next after this is finished. 5:30 kickoff. Allsop in his own penalty area drives it downfield. Headed away by Chowdhury, flicked on by Winks, just playing a bit further forward. They're pushing up now, aren't they? Tucking up, trying to get in City's faces a little bit more. City have the ball outside their own area at the moment with Jones.
Blood out there.
Yeah. Ball up to Philogene. Now Cavallo flicks it past his man. Can Cavallo get there first? No, Fast gets in there. Referee says foot up. That'll be a free kick. Give James a call after the game. 08000 66 5959. Sutton have equalised against Grimsby Town. Couple of minutes before the end from the penalty spot. Sutton United 1, Grimsby Town 1, and Jamie Vardy is going to be substituted. No hat-trick for him. Boos from the City fans. And the player to replace him is the striker who a couple of the Leicester media guys before the game were thinking might start the game today. Patson Daka, the Zambian international, as Vardy's just taking his time to come off. Signed from Salzburg. 7 goals in 14 appearances, Daka for Vardy. A couple of fans around decide to applaud Jamie Vardy after all the booing. As the attendance has just been displayed here, 24,605. It's the highest attendance since the game against Liverpool back on the 4th of February 2017. Fantastic turnout. Ball sent forward by Hermansen. Should get to Allsop, it does. He comes out to collect it. Vardy's just gone off the field and still getting serenaded by the City fans in the North Stand. Yeah, sarcastically so. Ball up to Cavallo, flicks it onto Philogene. Philogene cuts inside. Herbert's made a little run, but he's watched by Fast. Still Philogene. Philogene keeps going, plays it away to the left side to Zaroury. Zaroury turns it back on his right foot. It's taken from him as he does, but Giles is there. Still Zaroury. Slips it into Giles in the area. Cross into the 6-yard box, and the keeper drops on it. And it remains City 2, Leicester City 2.
Yeah, he just whipped in and probably didn't really get his head up to see where people had made the runs, but I'm looking at someone trying to get across the keeper all the time. There's an opportunity.
A far cry. City at the moment heading for 4 straight draws, but it's been one heck of a game. They've led twice, but there will be an element of frustration with how the second goal came about for Leicester, won't there?
Yeah, very much so.
We can talk about it after the game. 08000 66 5959. Still no changes from Liam Rosenior. Fast mops up and gives it back to Hermansen, who in lime green just strikes it downfield. Greaves as well to just position himself for the header, but the flag's already up for offside. In fact, he was penalised. Closing stages of the game here.
Do you feel another goal?
Yeah, I do. I do. You? Still feeling it? Oh, here's Seri. Can he break away and slip it to the right side to Philogene? Nice ball on the diagonal. Gives it to Coyle. Looking for a first-time crossing. Decides to go back inside to Philogene. Got
3 Leicester players around him. You snuggled up to me as you asked that question, Swanee. Very cosy.
I'm freezing, mate. Don't take it personal.
Could take any companionship at this point. Seri, diagonal ball, low down to Coyle, right side, tries a cross, deflected, headed down by Irma, back to Coyle again. He's got support with Slater. He's 30 yards out, turns it back behind on the angle to Jones. Ball slipped through to Carvalho. Giles has made a run. Picks out Giles. Giles in the area. He's not offside. Flag's gone up.
It wasn't offside.
I'm not.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
It wasn't that quick. The lad came out and he went past him. It was like, oh. Yeah, that'd have been.
Flag went up far too quick there for me. There was, he'd made the run perfectly.
Yeah,
and it was a lovely through ball. Well, as our old colleague George Kerr used to say, it'll be tomorrow's chip pip ball. Leicester trying to break through the middle. Maybe an opportunity at the edge of the area. Man goes down. Referee says no foul.
Great run, great chasing back there by Slater. He's covered every blade of grass again on here's the lad.
Yeah. Hearty mouth stuff. Irma goes down. No, again, no foul. Referee Sam Barrett letting a lot of leniency with some of these challenges. He's letting them play. The top end of the championship clash, and he's letting them play. Chowdhury works a forceful ball away to that right side. Well, it's held up, back inside to Chowdhury again, slips it into a bit of space to Winks, who's got real estate to move into. Carvalho tracking back, does enough to take it from him. Good work from Carvalho, and City win possession. Inside their own half, Philogene makes a run. Carvalho slips it to him. Now Carvalho's made it, can he pick him out? Vestergaard just goes with him. The early ball was the option. Philogene couldn't quite find it. Rides a challenge. Midway inside the Leicester half, 2-2 in the closing stages. 9 minutes have added on time. This one's going a little bit longer. We said we didn't want to enjoy it as much as us. Not quite sure where he's picked 9 minutes from, but there have been a couple of stoppages, I suppose, and a couple of goals in this half as well. But 9 minutes. Slater going to dink it into Coyle. Coyle right side of the area, tries to square it, comes off and out for a throw-in off a Leicester back. It's exciting, it's dramatic, it's the championship, and it's live on BBC Radio Humberside. With Mike and Swanee, 2-2, we're into stoppage time. Coyle waits to take this throw, and he does, into Philogene. Back to Slater. Jones turns it inside to Greaves. Greaves going to try and pick out Zarori. It was a nice idea, but it just was curling away from the Moroccan. And runs through to Hermansen. Liam Rossini's not made a change, but I'm not sure you would have done, would you?
No, you don't upset how it's going, possibly.
The only one we thought maybe was Giles. We thought he was looking a bit leggy, didn't we, at one point? But it would have been, unless he needed to come off, it would have been a change for change's sake. Sometimes players, people look at it, don't think, oh, how has he not made a change? But it's clicking at the moment. It's just been it's been a great battle. It's been 2 middleweights, hasn't it, going toe for toe for 90 odd minutes. You're going heavyweights, are you?
Sluggish that in the heavyweights.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That punch that I saw.
Wow, fair point. Just had a bit more style and grace than a heavyweight clash, this one, Swanee.
Oh, you might be right. What about welterweight then?
Alright, we'll go with that. 92 minutes in to a dramatic game at 2-2.
You're a middleweight and I'm probably an heavyweight.
We're comparing boxing weights.
Come on, 8 minutes left here.
I don't think that's it for the BBC Sport Live text commentary. Mike and Swanee with you at the MKM Stadium.
7 minutes there.
Great game. 2-2. Here's Slater inside his own half. Coyle down the right side. Dinks it past his man into Philogene. That's going to be a foul, says the referee. James Justin's won a few of those, hasn't he?
Yes. He has. Driven some good battles all over the field, haven't they?
Yeah. Grimsby Town have finished 1-1 down at Sutton against the bottom side. I wonder how that'll be viewed by Mariners fans. It's another game closer to survival in League Two. As strong challenge there from Philogene goes in on Harry Winks. Winks goes down. Referee gives a free kick. Hull City 2, Leicester City 2. Scunthorpe United still 3-0 up as Leicester try and get across him from the left-hand side. Ball is scuffed away. Just taken quickly. 3 minutes left, 3 minutes gone of the 9 added on time. 2-2 on BBC Radio Humberside. Talk to James after the game, 08000 665 Allsop will work it to Coyle down this right side. He nearly gives the ball away. Seri should help him out. Goes into Cavallo. Lays it back off for Seri again, who's seen out the full 90 minutes for the first time since he's been back from the offside. Yeah. Ball forward to Giles. Flags up for offside. This time he was offside, definitely. Yeah. And that will be a free kick to Leicester. Set off a bit too quick for that one. Just tried to set the trap there for Leicester, didn't they? Yeah. Westergaard. Forward to Daka. Now inside. Chowdhury. Dixon forward to Daka again. Pulls away towards that right side, outside the penalty area. He's got some support with Ndidi. Plays it back inside to Chowdhury. Chowdhury inside now to Ndidi. Flicks the ball into Daka again. He'll stop that from going out for a goal kick just outside the City penalty area. The Tigers just having to hold this one off at the moment. Chowdhury again as we welcome Grimsby Town listeners. 2-2 here. It's finished 1-1 down at Sutton. Reaction to come. Chowdhury hangs across into the area. Coyle with a kind of glancing header away. Leicester will pick the ball up. He comes to fast. Thinking about the shot. His right foot. He caught that with some venom. It goes over into the north stand. And it remains City 2, Leicester 2.
You're worried when the centre half's lining up there. Expect it to go back at net when you're down to the last 3 minutes and you've worked ever so hard to get in this position. You're just thinking, no, not one of them days.
Yeah.
Well, there's still time. A little ball on the pitch, that'll slow it down.
Yeah, that's just come back on from the north stand. City probably could have done without that. Just trying to get this ball away. Also just flips it away. Oh, and it's going to come back on the field. He tried to kick it out. It is the advertising holding. And comes back on the field to play again. Finally, it's stopped by the ball boys over on the far side as Allsop sends it long, headed by Farce to this near left side to Mabadidi. Handball, say the City fans, somewhat, hopefully more than anything else. Deep down the left side, straight forward, up towards Dewsbury Hall. Hits Slater, comes back to Dewsbury Hall again. He's been very good for them. Here's Winks. Winks has got space, 40 yards out. Slides it to the right-hand side. Cross is going to come in low. Irma's missed it. Coyle will let that one run, but yeah, it's come off Irma. You could tell Coyle didn't think so because he left it and it's gone out for a corner. 96 minutes.
Swing it, didn't it? Like an edge, he edged it off his shin.
Yeah. 96 minutes, 3 left of the added on time. 2-2 here on BBC Radio Humberside, and the referee is just going to check that it's where it should be. It needs to come back a little bit. It is just outside. It's got a slight bit of the ball's got to be hovering over the pin, isn't it? Now it is, having been moved a millimetre. It just knocks a few more seconds off. 2-2. Corner for Leicester on this near left-hand side. Movement in the penalty area, nothing on the edge of it because the referee's just having a word with 3 City players, 3 Leicester players, and telling them to stop being bad boys. 2-2. Corner about to be taken. Curled in, right-footed by Mabadidi.
How is that not a penalty? I'm looking at
Farce has gone down, hasn't he, with Slater?
Slater and Giles were sandwiched in. Both had their arms round him, and all 3 of them ended up on the floor, and I'm thinking, it's a penalty. You can't do that.
No.
The referee's just looking straight at it.
Not given anything. 2 minutes left. Yeah, we'll take that. 2-2. Norwich have finished 5-0 at Rotherham. They've got the better goal difference now on the City. Level on points. The Tigers will be in 7th. Going into the 3-week break that's coming. No game next week due to Coventry being in the cup. Then the international break. Winked. Taps it up. And there's a shot from Slater on Dewsbury Hall. Again, unnecessary free kick. Taken quickly. The referee's trying to bring it back.
He's booking him, is he not? No, he's not booking him. We'll let him play on. Thank you, ref. Take that again.
Yeah.
He must have a draw on his accumulator.
You can't go making suggestions like that. BBC Radio Humberside will distance themselves from the comments of Peter Swan. Good grief.
You know those negotiations you talked about? Done.
It's made it easy for you.
A lot easier. You owe us money.
Thanks very much.
1 minute
Thanks for
left.
standing by me.
1 minute left. Love you really, Swanee. Minute left. We're into the final one of the 9 added on time. Leicester free kick. Dinked into the area. Drops down. This should run. No, it doesn't. Slater's not taking any chance. He thumps that one into the east stand. Almost went down the tunnel. It's out for a throw-in. 30 seconds left. City now. It's not about trying to find a winner. It's about trying to repel a late Leicester goal. They're going to send almost everyone up. The keeper's almost up to halfway, but they've got players in the area. It's launched into the box, flicked on, headed away by Philogene. Volley comes in, maybe drops down to Mavadidi, knocked out by Jones for a corner, who claps his hands together. The City fans try and urge their side to just see this one out now as the clock hits 99 minutes. The 9 added on time have been played. It's the final dying seconds as City are trying to hold on to a point here now against the league leaders. It's been a fantastic game, enjoyable to watch. It's had drama, it's had tension, it's had quality play. And we've got one more moment as Slater's gone down now.
He can't move, he'd just done that earlier. Sitting on his backside, moaning to ref, he's being pushed on. Where 2 minutes ago, him and Giles pulled the centre half. Was it fast to the ground?
Yeah. Well, you mentioned about the Cardiff-Ipswich game going to, what was it, 100 minutes. This one's about to. It's 10 seconds away. Leicester corner going to be taken. And it's swung into the area. Headed away by the attacker, Louis Coyle. And it's over. And it's finished as we hit the 100-minute mark in this second half. And it has been, whether it's heavyweights, whether it's middleweights, it has been a bruising encounter between these two sides. But an enjoyable one. A really entertaining game. Fantastic quality of action between two sides at the top end of the championship. The league leaders coming to town. Louis Coyle's getting treatment down in the 6-yard box. He threw his body in the way for that final corner. He's holding his lower back. He's always in the walls, but he does so for his hometown team. And he's made sure, along with the rest of his teammates, that City have taken something from this game against the championship leaders. It's finished 2-2, a game where City led twice in the game, having seen a penalty save from Carvalho early in the game. He then was on the mark on 16 minutes. Vardy equalised with a penalty on 31. In the second half, Sorori with a fine strike to give City the lead once more, but Vardy with a second to make it 2-2, and that's how it finished here. But that was a quality game of football. Really one to savour, and it's 4 successive draws. There'll be no booze this afternoon though from the Tigers fans. Pure enjoyment, pure entertainment, all square. City 2, Leicester 2. Swanee.
Yeah, they got a round of applause when the game finished there. A lot of people standing ovation for it to realise what an hard game we come up against. But I think all you can say is the manager will be absolutely buzzing with that. Would he took a point at the start? No, he don't need a 3, but realistically, I think they're very evenly matched, and they're the team that's going to get promoted into the Premier League, or you think so. They're up there, they've got a massive squad, they're on big books as the players, but we've matched them all over the field, and if they had the right look and right breaks at the right time, you may be getting the 3 points. But we've shown great character, they bounced back, I said, from missing the penalty. So a lot of good performances out there, but I think they'd be really proud of them. I think, is he going to have a go for shooting and things like that, getting the opportunities, a bit more ruthless in front of the goal? I still think there's that element where they could have been better at, where there's 2 or 3 opportunities where they could have took that quick shot and got it away. But overall, I think that's a great point against a good quality team.
Fantastic point game to watch. Oh, tremendous. I hope you enjoyed it here on BBC Radio Humberside. Liam Rossini just applauding all the fans. He's been over at the North Stand. He's working his way to the West Stand here as well. Louis Coyle, concerningly, he's still getting treatment down there, isn't he? He's been in to check on him, Liam Rossini. The physios are with him. It certainly looked like he took a significant whack to his lower back because he just threw himself in the way, didn't he, to stop that corner.
That's what he does, isn't it? That's what he does, the lad. still with him, but fingers crossed he'll be up on his feet in a minute.
Yeah, we'll try and get an update on that one as soon as possible. I'm not sure, given all the timings, that we're going to be able to bring that before our next commentary of the day, which is Hull FC in the south of France. We'll do our best for you. If not, we'll have it at half-time. We'll put it online as well. To find all our interviews, by the way, and this one will be on there. Just on your internet search engine, just search Humberside Sport, and the first link you get will take you into a page that holds all the interviews we publish online. Coyle's back on his feet, he's just checking his lower back. It's normally his face that takes a whacking. This time it's the posterior or the lower back area. Showman's got in touch, he says 1 point today, 1 point Tuesday, won't be any boost today. Very good game that, and he's enjoyed the commentary as well. Showy, thank you for your message, appreciate that. I enjoyed it, a really good one to do. Thanks for being with us, stay with us, because Saturday Sport continues here on BBC Radio Humberside. It's finished here at the MKM Stadium on an entertaining afternoon. Hull City 2, Leicester City 2.
Not long to go in our other game here on BBC Radio Humberside. Scunthorpe United have just scored a fifth against Bishop Stortford. We'll bring you the closing stages, of course, here on BBC Radio Humberside. You can get that game on Freeview. Earlier this evening, about 10 minutes ago, it finished in London for Grimsby Town. The thoughts on a draw for the Mariners from John Tondo.
Well, it finished here 1-1. Huge controversy in the second half. 85 minutes. Sutton are bombarding the Town goal, and all of a sudden the assistant flag goes up. The referee goes to talk to him about 2 or 3 minutes, and finally gives a penalty to Sutton. They score, and the final score 1-1. But it gets a little bit thicker than that, because in the first half the referee overruled the same assistant when he tried to give a foul that wasn't.
football. But look, again, you have to put up with that because they are amateurs in a professional sport. It's as simple as that. And whilst ever we accept, I don't know, primary school teachers, milkmen, architects rocking up on a Saturday afternoon to take charge of important football matches, we're going to get horrific decisions, and that's what we've got this afternoon.
If you're going to be absolutely ruthless about it, should you have had the game out of sight anyway?
Yes. So as much as we can stand here and blame the referee, that was the first thing I said to the players in there. I said, look, for as much as you can be upset, I'm more upset with you lot. Because we could have, if that was 3-0, nobody would have complained. No, eventually after the game, look, you're by far the better team, you didn't deserve anything. That's gracious, but I'm not really interested. I'm really interested in the fact that our play should have warranted all 3 points this afternoon, and it hasn't.
Just Vick was scoring his first goal and going off. Was he injured?
Yeah, he got whacked, and because he's a young kid, and they come in and steam into him, and the referee thinks that that's fair game, and he gets injured. It's just another element of the refereeing masterclass that we saw this afternoon.
Having seen that, having said all that, you must be reasonably happy with the week.
Yeah, it's been a good week, but it could have been a great week. You know, it's last Friday's, you know, before the Forest Green game, if you'd have said we just took 4 points out of them 2 games in particular, coupled with a point at Wimbledon, would have probably said okay, because it keeps them down there. But on today's showing and today's performance, it should have been all 3 points.
David, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Fascinating and, as John just said, measured there from David Artell. If you are a Grimsby Town fan, you might be listening on BBC Sounds on the app because you've played in London today. Give me your thoughts on what David Artell had to say. 81333. Start the message with the letters RH. You can WhatsApp as well. 08000 321 333. We'll hopefully hear the full-time thoughts of Ollie Turner and Steve Torpey. But Scunthorpe United have beaten Bishop Stortford by 5 goals to 0 this afternoon here at the MKM Stadium, which is very quiet now and just a few people milling around. Robin says best game and most complete performance of the season by City. 2-2 it finished. Swanee, would you say that's a fair assessment from Robin?
Yeah, against a good team. Like I say, you sometimes feel when you come to these games how good these teams are above you, and because you see that they're having a great run and they've obviously come out of the Premier League and they've got the resources to go with everything, so you come into it thinking how close to we out are we, and that showed we're very close. I'm surprised, not surprised that we've handled ourselves like we did. Like, you've got individual players, man for man out there, they've all stood up and done exactly what Liam's asked them to do. It's not the easiest game in the world to play against, but we are, shows how close we are. Like I say, we're not in a false position in the league. Like I say, that's at 4 draws on the bounce now. You're thinking, if we'd have played like that, and that's what the fans will be saying going on, if we'd have played like that in the last 2 or 3 games, we'd have had another 4 points on the board and we'd been sitting pretty 6th in the league. But sometimes it gets you to, when you've played these sort of teams, to raise your game to them, and that's just a human footballer's reaction sometimes, I think, because you don't want to get embarrassed if you don't turn up, because these teams can do you 5 or 6-0. But we've played these twice now. Liam's got his tactics right on both occasions. Unfortunate not to come away with 3 points. It could have easily gone that way. A bit more, like I say, in front of goal, you're thinking 2 or 3 more players there, you're thinking, get that shot away. Opportunities, get your shots away. And he'll probably go on about that, but I think in general, he'll be delighted with that performance.
It was a very, very good game of football, certainly for a neutral, and as you say, City now have dropped out. That's more so down to Norwich scoring big against Rotherham, and Hull City in 7th place, level on points with Norwich, who move above them to 6th, that final playoff spot. Into the enforced break now for the FA Cup and the international break, Swanee, so you get an enforced break as well.
Thank you.
In like 3 weeks.
What am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. A lot.
Refresh, recharge, and be ready.
Ready to go again.
Swanee, good to see you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Cheers, Jim.
Swanee live here on BBC Radio Humberside. It's finished for Scunthorpe United as well. That delayed kick-off because one of the match officials was running late. Let's find out how the Iron got on away at Bishop Stortford. The full-time thoughts of BBC Radio Humberside Sports, Ollie Turner.
Yeah, a perfect reaction here for Scunthorpe United after a torrid Tuesday earlier in the week, losing by 4-0 away at Darlington. They've responded emphatically with a 5-0 victory at Bishop Stortford. A Danny Whitehall hat-trick doing the damage in the first half. His first goal coming in the opening 60 seconds, stroking home into the bottom corner. His second poking home on the goal line after Alfie Beeston had headed across the face of the penalty area from a corner kick from the left. And the third, a penalty in the 36th minute after Tosin Olufemi handled a Dion Sembi-Ferris cross. 2 goals coming in the second half. The first from Flynn Clark, opening his account, having joined on a season-long loan from Norwich City. The best goal of the afternoon, received possession about 30 yards out, moved it onto his right foot and curled deliciously home. Jack Giddens had no chance with that one. And the fifth from Danny Elliott, Tom Pugh standing up across from the right-hand side of the penalty area on the dead ball line. Danny Elliott slammed home, well, he slammed it straight into Jack Giddens from close range, but the Bishop Stortford goalkeeper and captain carrying the ball over the goal line. The Scunthorpe United supporters behind the goal protested that it had gone in. The assistant on the right-hand side agreed, and our referee, Ben Robinson, awarded the goals. 5 goals, scoring in the first half for the first time in 10 league games, a clean sheet as well, a 19th of the season. Not a bad afternoon and not a bad way to respond after a difficult week for Jimmy Dean and his players. Full time in the National League North, Bishop Stortford 0, Scunthorpe United 5.
BBC Radio Humberside Sports
Football Forum. Saturday tea time, BBC Radio Humberside. What an exciting afternoon of games we've had so far. We've had controversy at Grimsby, a 5-star performance for Scunthorpe United, and a very decent afternoon for the Tigers against the Foxes. City actually missed a penalty before taking the lead.
Give it away, chance maybe for City. Cavallo flicks it in, and he makes amends. Fabio Cavallo capitalises on the error. A City lead against the leaders. A fascinating and exciting opening 15 minutes. And the breakthrough comes. It took 2 attempts after the save penalty, but this time Cavallo made no doubt about it. 4th goal of the season for the Tigers. And if Cavallo gives City the lead, that's the start they were looking for. Hull City 1, Leicester City 0.
So Hull City missed a penalty. Leicester, on the other hand, have somebody who knows a thing or two about scoring penalties and replied immediately to that City opener.
To throw it, does so 20 yards out into Thatcher in the area. He goes down, and the referee has given a penalty. A questionable decision, you have to say. Thatcher has gone down, and right as the clock hits 30 minutes, Leicester City have got themselves a chance to get back level here at the MKM Stadium. The Tigers had a penalty saved early on in the game before scoring through Cavallo, and this time Leicester have the chance to reciprocate. They scored 13 goals, 11 in the league so far, and the South Stand end has a chance to level things. Allsop's on his line in bright pink. City leading by a goal to 0 against the leaders. Vardy steps up and puts it high. Allsop goes the right way. He goes to his left, but it's above Brian Allsop. It hits the back of the net, and it's all square at the MKM Stadium. Leicester City have pulled it back through Vardy, the former England international, on the spot for the Foxes. It is the Tigers 1, Leicester 1.
And that's how it stayed until half-time, when City took the lead once again.
Here's City, Zarori might fancy left foot. Zarori restores the lead for the Tigers. As we hit the hour mark, and a cracking strike on the left foot from Zarori. Repaying the faith of his manager, bringing him back into the starting side. And that is a cracking finish. It's low, it's hard, it's away from the keeper. And City once again lead against the leaders and are back in the top 6 in the championship. This playoff race continues to heat up, and can City do the double over the Foxes this season? They're in firm footing to do so. And what a goal from Zarori. Really nice finish. His second for the Tigers. Hull City 2, Leicester City 1.
And hopes were there that City could do a double over Leicester City this season, of course, the leaders of the Championship. But in Leicester, they've got Jamie Vardy, and Jamie Vardy is having a party.
But here come Leicester quickly. Volley to Vardy in the area, chance, and it's level again. Jamie Vardy with his second. And no sooner have the fans calmed down from celebrating the leading goal again from Zarori, but they've been hit straight back. Liam Rosenior looks on with a firm stance and then walks back to his dugout looking, I'll say dejected, because he'll be so disappointed at that. It's too easy. A quick ball forward, a cutting from the right-hand side, an angled ball low into Vardy, who's unmarked, and he doesn't miss those. He puts it past also, and it's all square again. City have let it slip once more. Hull City 2, Leicester City 2.
And that's how it stayed. Jones has played very good football. Look at the better side for long periods of the game. Just need to sort the striker situation out. As for Grimsby Town, they went to another side battling off relegation, and it started very well for the Mariners.
Fills in across, players coming in, heading across well, heads back towards the goal town, flick it on, and they flick it in, and it's a victory this time, he's got it. Just turned on, probably the more difficult of the three chances he's had. He just turned and flicked it in, and Town go across just before half time. Corner off cleared, back in, and Justin Abikwa with his first goal to Sutton Town to make it Sutton United 0 Town 1.
Well done to Justin Abikwa with his first goal for Grimsby Town. Controversy in the second half. You heard David Artell live on BBC Radio Humberside this evening with his thoughts on what became a draw for Grimsby Town.
What's he going to do? He's given the penalty. He has. Here comes the penalty. Takes it now. And it's he scored. Well, the Town players and fans and officials are going to be furious about that. Given by the assistant. A huge discussion between the referee who didn't see anything and his assistant, who he overruled in the first half. The assistant wouldn't shake his hands at half time, and he's had his say. He's given the penalty, and Lakin has scored.
And you can have your say on that controversial decision. David Artell has done exactly that live here on BBC Radio Humberside. That brings us to our third and final game. There was a little bit of controversy involving the match officials at Scunthorpe United trip to Bishop Stortford. The controversy being that one of the assistant referees was late getting to the ground. It kicked off at 3:15, and Bishop Stortford had to kick off 5 times.
Pugh crossing from the dead ball line from the right. Elliott! Straight into Jack Gibbons. The players, fans by the goal, are saying that's gone over the line, and the referee and his assistant agree. And Scunthorpe United have a fifth. They are loving life here at Bishop Stortford. After a torrid Tuesday away at Darlington, they are making Bishop Stortford pay. Cross from Tom Pugh, from the dead ball line, on the right. Danny Elliott, close range, slammed it home, slammed it straight into Jack Giddins. But I think the power of the shot meant that the Bishop Stortford goalkeeper took it over the goal line. And Danny Elliott on the score sheet in stoppage time to make it Bishop Stortford 0, Scunthorpe United 5.
5-star performance. He must have been under so much pressure this week, and the players turned up for him. Onwards and upwards. Come on the iron, let's do this. Great to hear some positivity from you, Jackie. You can have your say in the final, what is just 6 minutes before kick-off in Hull FC's game in the south of France at Perpignan, where we can head to in a moment's time. and it's Hull FC against the Catalan Dragons with Richard Stead.
Well, you say the south of France, James, but I think if you just drop someone here and ask them to guess, they certainly won't be saying Perpignan. The rain is absolutely pouring down.